Audio Jungle. 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 Audio
Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Souris Valley Sabre Dogs Baseball. Tonight the Sabre Dogs once again taking on the Fremont Moo here in Fremont, Nebraska after a wild finish last night, which the Sabre Dogs dropped first game with a final score of 13-12. It's very controversial on many levels, a lot of close calls and whatnot. But tonight the Sabre Dogs are going to try to get their first win since the All-Star break, as they have lost now 5 games in a row, as they have lost 4 to the Western Nebraska Pioneers, and of course last night to the Moo. Tonight, the Sabre Dogs will bring to the mound Marcelo Terrazas once again for the Sabre Dogs, and he is having to fill a pretty big role as pretty much as the team's ace at this point. Taking a look at his stats, he has a record of 4-1 as of now, as he picked up his first loss of the season in his last outing. In terms of his ERA, it is sitting right at 4.26, as he's making his 7th start and his 8th appearance. He's went for 38 innings, has 26 strikeouts, 9 walks, and 38 hits. So the Sabre Dogs, after losing 5 in a row, are now 30-22 as we take a look at the full standings in the Exhibition League, starting with the Clark Division. Western Nebraska leads at the record of 16-5. Fremont is 3 games back in second place, and they are 2 games up on the Casper Horseheads, as the Moo are in the playoffs as of right now. Casper is also tied with Hastings, as they both are 10-9, 5 games out, and 2 games back of the Moo, and Spearfish is 6-13 after winning yesterday. They are 9 games out of first and 6 games back of the second place Fremont Moo. As for Lewis Division, the Sabre Dogs are now just 1 game up on the Badlands Big Sticks, as they have won 3 in a row and are now 12-8. They didn't play yesterday. Sabre Dogs are 14-8. As for the Pier Trappers, the team that the Sabre Dogs really have to worry about, as they're trying to take the 2nd spot in the playoffs away from the Sabre Dogs, as they are 2.5 games out at 10-9. Hub City Hotshots are in 4th at 8-14, 6 games back of the Sabre Dogs, and the Whiskey Jacks are 3-19, 11 games back of the Sabre Dogs. So we'll go ahead and send it to a quick commercial break. We'll be back with some of the starting lineups as well as the stats from last night's game. We'll be right back.
Z94 is Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. For product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94, because we're in front of our listeners and your customers with our in-demand services like streaming, podcasts, social media. And since we brand to our specific audience, we know how to market your business. Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Souris River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Souris River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Souris River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience. Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall, so you can shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better.
Moment of silence.
So go ahead and have the national anthem as first pitch coming up in about 5 minutes. I'll go ahead and keep it here for the national anthem.
Thank you. And now for tonight's national anthem.
Ready?
Before we get to the starting lineups, a quick injury update for a couple of Sabre Dogs. First for Chauncey Callie, he is not playing once again tonight. He had a collision back in the 8th inning on Sunday against the Western Nebraska Pioneers, and asked him how he was feeling. He said he was feeling a little bit better than yesterday, but he mimight be ready for tomorrow. As for Nick Mastoni, don't have an update on him, but he is not playing tonight, so we'll continue to check up on him. That was a really nasty play there at the end of the game, as he had a hit by pitch that was up on the,
great job. That's,
I believe the collarbone was where they were looking at.
Party,
He was just, after the game, he just really seemed out of it, and really hoping that he can come back soon.
I don't know what's wrong
So
with
now
me, 'cause I
for
changed
the
the
starting lineup, starting off with the Fremont Moo. Leading off and playing center is Tyler Push.
Oh, I will.
Batting second and playing left is Ronnie McBride. Batting third and playing third is Luke White. Batting cleanup and playing right field is Jack Simonson. Batting fifth and playing first is Justin Ledgerwood. Batting sixth and catching is Omar Vilos. Batting seventh and DHing is Charlie Hesse. Batting eighth and playing second is Peter Carlson. And batting ninth and playing short is Dylan Sears, with Kel Parks on the mound. As for the Sabre Dogs, leading off and playing left field is Philip Childs. Batting second and DHing is Mason Dennison. Batting third and playing right is Cruz Taylor. Batting fourth and playing first is Bo McClintock. Batting fifth and playing shortstop is Josh Pano. Batting sixth and playing third is Jace Edwards. Batting seventh and catching is Drew Pollum. Batting eighth and playing second is Sam Powers. And batting ninth and playing center field is Luke Wick, with Marcelo Terrazas on the mound. So a few switch-ups, including, well, we have Sam Powers playing second base today. First time he's played second base this season. He's played first base on a couple occasions, but he's mainly played in right field, as he had to play first base when Chauncey Callier had an off day or two back in the early portion of the season, where he would go over and play third. He would cover and play first. So Philip Childs will lead off once again. He went 3 for 4, 3 runs yesterday. He is now tied with Chauncey Callier for the highest batting average on the team at 364, as the first pitch misses for ball one. It's a pretty warm day here in Fremont, Nebraska, as the 1-0 pitch is in there for strike one. Wind is very mild this evening, is blowing out to right field, making things interesting for left-handed hitters, as the 1-1 pitch to Childs is hitting the air towards shallow right field. Coming in is the right fielder Jack Simonson, and that will be caught for out number one. So let's take a look at the fielding order for the Fremont Moo. From left to right in the infield is Luke White, Dylan Sears, Peter Carlson, and Justin Ledgerwood. From left to right in the outfield is Ronnie McBride, Tyler Push, and Jack Simonson, with Omar Vilos behind the plate and Parks on the mound. As for the opposing starting pitcher, Cale Parks has a record of 2-3 on the season with a 6.56 ERA, making his 8th start in his 11th appearance, as the first pitch fouled back in the screen by Mason Dennison for strike one. He's won 46 2/3 with 37 strikeouts, 29 walks, and 51 hits for a whip of 171.
I want you to try and use it.
Here is the 0-1 pitch, as that one is hit into center field for a base hit, as Dennison went 2 for 5 with 2 doubles yesterday. And he now reaches with 1 out here in the top of the first. And that will bring up Cruz Taylor batting third tonight.
Let's go, move!
Taylor last night was 2 for 3 with 2 RBI, as well as a single and a double, and a sac fly.
Let's
I
go,
just
move!
unplug and hook it back in.
Number 11, Cruz Taylor.
Cruz Taylor now batting 294 on this season.
Here's Cruz Taylor.
First pitch. Now one in on the hands. Check swing. Didn't go around, and that will be 1-0. So Bo McClintock will be in the cleanup spot in for Chauncey Callier. And as for Josh Pano, he slides into the number 5 hole.
A ball and no strikes.
Here's the 1-0 pitch from the lefty.
And is also allowed a hit.
And that one is in there to even the count at 1-1. Kel Parks stands at 6'3", 190, a left-handed pitcher from LSU Alexandria.
At times and has struggled at times. It's either really good or really bad from Cale. He hasn't had a, I guess you could say,
1-1 pitch. That one misses upstairs. Make 2-1.
It's been exceptional or it's been bad.
Last outing for Parks, he went 6 innings against Hastings. He gave up 3 earned runs with 9 hits, 1 walk, and 3 Ks, and it was a no decision. They lost that game 11-9. That one's hitting the air towards left field, slicing, and that will get out of here for strike 2.
Luke White is going to run out of real estate, and it's 2-2. One gone in the inning. The Sabre Dogs were able to plate 2 in the first inning a night ago.
So yesterday, the Sabre Dogs got 2 runs in the top of the first. Back-to-back base hits from Childs and Dennison, and then back-to-back sac flies from Cruz Taylor and Bo McClintock.
Here is the 2-2 pitch.
2-2 pitch now. That one's ripped down the right field line and foul. Keep it at 2-2. So yesterday, the Sabre Dogs got out to an 8-1 lead after the top of the third, but then the Moo slowly climbed all the way back and actually took the lead in the bottom of the 6th, 8, 9, and 8. And from there, it was a back and forth rally, in which, of course, the Moo got the last laugh, a 3 RBI double from Jack Simonson in the 8th inning to give them the win, as that one misses for ball 3 to make the count full.
Kale at one point this year had the 4th lowest ERA in the Expedition League, and then a start at Hub City began.
Cruz Taylor is 5 for 11 against the Moo this season.
But he settled back in his last start, was able to earn the victory.
There it goes. That one ripped down the right field line. That one's going to be fair. Dennison rounds second, heading for third, and he is going to be waved around, and the throw to the plate is not in time. That's an RBI double for Cruz Taylor.
In the first inning, it's 1-0.
They get off to a 1-0 lead early on.
And that'll bring up Bo McClintock.
Sabre Dogs bring up the cleanup hitter, Bo McClintock, man in scoring position. Another excellent start for the Sabre Dogs. Yesterday, Sabre Dogs, as a team, were able to bat .441 with 15 hits out of 34 at-bats.
This is the first pitch from Kale. One gone in the inning. It's our runner at second following
First pitch, that one misses outside for ball 1. On this season, Sabre Dogs are batting .276 against the Fremont Moo. As for their overall batting average, they're batting .269 as a team, as they're 4 points up from yesterday. One 0 pitch, and that one swung on and missed, and that will make it 1-1. As for the pitching yesterday, well, the ERA shot straight up as it went from a .466 team ERA to a .485 ERA. Of course, they gave up 13 runs, and 11 of those were earned.
1-0, the Sabre Dogs on top here early.
1-1 pitch, and that one in the dirt through the legs of Omar Vilos, and heading for third and being almost waved around was Cruz Taylor. And he held up, and that will put a runner on third with 1 out. And McClintock yesterday had 3 sac flies and 3 RBI. It has a chance to get one right here. He was 2 for 2 yesterday, had 2 singles with those 3 sac fly RBIs. 2-1 pitch. Now misses inside for ball 3. Josh Pano on deck for the Sabre Dogs. Only 3 Sabre Dogs didn't have a multi-hit day. Justin Henley was one of them, but he made it up with a 2-run jack. The 1 pitch, that's a 5-pitch walk. That will put runners on the corners for Pano.
Number 15, Jace Edwards. Number 14, Josh Pano.
Pano yesterday went 2 for 4. Got a run and a double with an RBI. The Sabre Dogs are now 12-8 in the month of July, 13-14 on the road. 2-2 versus the Moo, and just 1-9 against Clark Division opponents on the road, as that pitch is in there for strike 1. Overall, they are 6-11 versus the Clark Division. Overall record of 30-22, 5 games back of the Big Sticks, and as for the second half, they are 14-8, still in first place, 2.5 games up on Pier. A 1, that one misses outside, and that will even the count. The Sabre Dogs are already up 1-0.
Strike, 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2.
Swing and a miss, and that will make it 1-2 now. Juice Edwards on deck for the Sabre Dogs, and they're trying to get all the way through the hitting order here in the top of the first. They were almost able to do that yesterday.
Rough start in the first inning for the Moo. 2 pitch.
There's a 1-2, and that one also misses outside. Seems to be the popular spot for Kale
Kale is
Parks.
a guy who likes to paint
That'll
the
make it
corners,
2-2.
when the strike zone gets smaller, it obviously
Could see McClintock take off to second to try to avoid the double play to end the inning
again,
here.
folks, we're doing our best to try
McClintock
to get
has
that
3 stolen
stream up.
bases on the year. 2-2 pitch.
We can only do what we
That one
can,
is
and
flown
that's
out of
how
here, and
it's
that will
2-2.
keep it at 2-2. So already limited arms for the pitching staff, and then a couple of injuries to some of the infielders for the Sabre Dogs, Chauncey Callier, Nick Mastoni. Things are really getting tight for the Sabre Dogs, and depth is really shrinking. Zalm is outside for ball 3. It's really starting to feel like the beginning of the season for the Sabre Dogs. Well, they didn't really have a problem with the number of arms. It was mainly just position players. Had only 8 position players for that 6-game road stand against the Whiskey Jacks and the Badlands Big Sticks.
And here's the 3-2. Big pitch here in the first inning.
3-2, check swing,
he did go.
went
It's
around,
strike
and that
three.
will
There's
be
Chippewa, the big out number
an
2.
out number 2, a big strikeout there for Parks.
Yeah, baby.
And that will
Okay, now,
bring up
let's
Jace
load up
Edwards.
Number 15, Jace Edwards.
Edwards was 1 for 2 yesterday. Had that RBI double at the time to give the Sabre Dogs the 10-9 lead.
Edwards looks to extend this 1-0 lead for the Sabre Dogs. First pitch
That
is
one
good, breaking
breaks
ball. Again, I'm not
outside
sure where that's missing
and
here.
just barely missed on the outside corner. That'll make it
Small
1-0.
strike zone to begin this one. It's 1-0.
Now no need for McClintock to steal second.
1-0 pitch.
2 outs is that one in there for strike 1.
And it's 1-1. It looks like the place to be is on the inside half of the plate to batters here early.
Sabre Dogs trying to extend their lead. A big gap in between the second and first baseman, Carlson and Ledgerwood. 1-1 pitch now, and that one breaks outside as well. That will be ball 2. Marvilos tried to frame that one inside the strike zone. The home plate umpire wasn't buying. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And that one is in there for strike 2. As of right now, the home plate umpire not calling a whole lot of strikes on the outside corner. And hopefully Marcel is picking that up over there on the dugout for the Sabre Dogs.
2-2 pitch with 2 gone.
There goes McClintock, and that one misses in the dirt for ball 3, and that will be steal number 4 on the season for Bo McClintock.
Count runs full of 3-2.
Now you're in a position for the Sabre Dogs. If Edwards gets a base hit, that could be a 2 RBI base hit.
3-2 is this would be a good
First
inning to
steal
only allow
against
one
the
run.
Moo during the series is yesterday. Nick Emanuel behind the plate did a fantastic job of gunning down 4 Sabre Dogs, as that one misses as well. That will load the bases for Drew Pollum.
So that'll bring Drew Pollum up.
Pollum had the day off yesterday. He's just 1 for 11 against the Moo prior to this series. His season batting 169, has 12 hits in 18 games, has 10 runs as well as 5 RBI.
Once again, the
Also
owners
just
of the
4
Gold
for
Dot
26
Caravan
in
and
the
a white
second half
Ford.
of the season.
Their horns are going off in the parking lot.
See if Pollum can come through in the clutch here. Bases loaded, 2 outs here in the top of the first. Sabre Dogs still lead just 1-0 as that one misses up and away for ball 1. Bruce Taylor's over at third. McClintock, fastball for strike 1 to even the count at 1-1.
To take that pitch. It's a ball and a
Pollum,
strike.
catcher from Central Arkansas. With the stretch. Here's a pitch from the lefty. That one misses outside once again for ball 2. Only seen him go inside once or twice so far today. Like I mentioned, the home plate umpire not calling strikes on the outside corner.
2 balls and a strike here with 2 gone.
2-1 pitch. That one's in the air, slicing. That one close to the fence, and that will get out of here, fortunately, and that will make it 2-2.
2-2.
Series finale will be tomorrow night, same time, same place, 6:35 p.m. 2-2 pitch. Swing on a miss. That one will end the inning. As the Sabre Dogs leave the bases loaded, they get 1 run. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Coming up.
Move fans, in honor of tonight.
Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is, being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the One Call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. Dig safe. 1-0 Sabre Dogs lead thanks to an RBI double from Cruz Taylor as Marcelo Terrazas set to be the starter for the Sabre Dogs this evening. Take a look at the scores so far around the league. Western Nebraska leads Hastings 5-2 in the bottom of the second. Also games that haven't got underway just yet. Spearfish and Badlands getting underway at 7:35 Central. And so is Sweet City at Casper, that one from Mike Lansing Field. And then at 7:05, Hub City taking on the Pure Trappers. We'll keep an eye on that series. So the Trappers taking on the cold Hub City Hotshots, which makes these games all the more important. Sabre Dogs cannot afford to lose any more games while the Trappers take on the Hub City Hotshots. They've been fortunate that while the Sabre Dogs win the Pioneers, that the Trappers were playing the big stick, so they were both losing games. Sabre Dogs have now lost one full game in the span of this, or since this last weekend, as the first pitch to Terrazas is in there for strike one, from Terrazas to Tyler Push. Push had himself a nice day yesterday. Well, then again, who didn't, as he went 2 for 5 with 3 runs, as well as 2 RBI and a home run with a stolen base. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball, swung on and missed, and that will make it 0-2. Marcelo loves his breaking ball, the right-hander from Lyon College. Pitches it almost half the time. And when it is on, watch out. One of the best pitchers in the league. One of the Sabre Dogs' 8 All-Stars. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Now misses low and away for ball 1. All of the Sabre Dogs pitchers that were All-Stars are gone now except for Marcelo. 1-2 pitch. This goes right through the legs of Marcelo Terrazas into center field for a base hit. Well, whenever I talk about Marcelo Terrazas, I always bring up the fact that during his first collegiate start of the season, he went 10 innings against Oklahoma Wesleyan. I just find that so fascinating. In 2019, there's a pitcher that went 10 innings in a college somewhere.
So good start for the Moo. See how we can.
So runner on first, that brings up Ronnie McBride for the Moo. Last night went 0 for 2 with 2 runs, as that was in there for strike 1 as he reached via the walk twice, and also got hit by a pitch.
Here is the 0-1 with nobody out in the inning. Tyler Push is over first. See Push takes
The 1 pitch now.
He will not, as that,
Yeah, that one just misses outside.
Miss on the
I'll make it
outside
1-1. This is game number 18 of the season for McBride. He has a batting average of .381.
On that outside corner from home plate umpire.
He has 24 hits, as well as 15 runs and 9 RBI.
1-1 to Ronnie. Ronnie will watch the breaking ball miss low and over the plate.
That one misses as well, but make it 2-1.
Alexandria product.
So the goal, Corey Thompson said, for this road stand was 5-5. Well, they're now 0-5. They'll have to win out in order to complete that goal. So throw over to first is not in time. And it's definitely doable, but we'll see how things go with the Sabre Dogs pitching staff so short on arms.
2 balls and a strike here.
2-1 pitch. Now on rip to the shortstop double play ball. Payno gets it to Powers and McClintock, and that will be a 6-4-3 double play.
Bang Bang call it first to give Luke
So
White
bases are now empty for the home run derby contestant, Luke White.
number 25.
He has 8 home runs on the year.
White.
Batting .325 on the year, has 38 hits out of 117 at-bats. He has 30 runs and 30 RBI.
With now the bases empty, it's a rare double
Yesterday,
play.
White went 1-3 with 2 runs and an RBI single.
Here's the first pitch to Luke. He'll foul first pitch
Fouled
off,
back
and it'll wind up
for strike
back
one.
to the backstop for strike one.
Marcelo's previous outing was against, of course, the Western Nebraska Pioneers. Picked up the loss, went 6 innings, 3 earned runs, 6 hits, 2 walks, and 3 Ks.
Here's the 0-1 to Luke.
Not much of a strikeout pitcher, but he's able to get a lot of ground outs. That one fouled back at the screen. They'll make it 0-2.
That one hit the net.
He has went 6 straight innings for 4 consecutive outings. Not at least 6 innings. That's exactly 6 innings, all in a row, with 3 wins and 1 loss.
Here's the 0-2.
0-2 pitch, and now misses low away. His first outing of the season was against the Whiskey Jacks. He went 8 innings, which is, at the time, the longest outing of the season.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 gone in the inning.
1-2 pitch.
Here's the 1-2. And
Now on a
Luke
slow
will chop this
grounder
one
to Josh Payno.
shortstop.
And
Okay,
that one
make a
gets
play.
in
It rolls
between
under his glove.
the second, or excuse me, rather, Josh Payno and Jace Edwards. And Phil Childs has to come up and make the play.
First and bring up Jack Simonson, who had a
So they're going to give, we'll see if they give him an error or a base hit here. They're going to give that an error.
Number 29, Jack Rob Stark Simonson.
So Jack, who was the hero in
As of
that
right now, the scoreboard says error. See what point streak says. So either way, that will bring up Jack Simonson.
deciding runs in
Yesterday was 4 for 5 with 5 RBI. Played first base last night, playing in right field this evening.
first pitch to Jack is a breaking ball that comes
And
back
that one is in there for strike one.
is 0-1. Moose 19, again, we are doing everything we can to try to get the stream up. We can only do what we are able to
Here's
do.
the 0-1 pitch, and that one, a fastball in there for strike two. So Luke White was actually credited with a hit, as that was a slow grounder. That was just past the glove of Josh Payno. Even if he fielded it, White was most likely going to be there in time. That is the reason why that was called a single.
0-2
So another runner over at
Jack, who is
first.
batting over
Simonson
600
has an
in his
0-2
last
count
7
against him. That one misses up and away, trying to get him to chase. Did not do so. Simonson on the year now batting .326. He leads the team with 35 RBI. Also leads in hits with 45.
Ball and 2 strikes with 2 gone.
Terraza sets and delivers. Breaking ball hit to the shortstop once again, Josh Payno. Over to first in time for out number 3. That will send us to the top of the second. We'll have the A9 One-Hitters coming up. We'll be right back with Sabre Dogs Baseball.
All right.
Inside of your mouth ache? Not brushing as often as you should? Then come on over to Kemet Dental. Kemet Dental prides on their team of highly educated dental professionals and advanced technology. Whether it's advanced dental procedures such as implants, same-day crowns, and sleep apnea, there's no problem they can't fix. Visit their state-of-the-art facility or visit kemetdental.com to learn more. Kemet Dental. We treat more than teeth, we treat people. Don't let bad weather surprise you. Stay informed with KMOT. KMOT is Minot's local NBC affiliate that keeps you in the know for all things weather-related. KMOT also makes sure that you know everything important happening in the Minot community. Want to see the latest Twins highlights? Check out KMOT's professional sports coverage, as well as their local and collegiate sports. KMOT, your news leader.
iHeartRadio. 910 AM KCJB is Minot's heritage AM full-service information station, supported by the classic country favorites. KCJB listeners are ranchers and farmers and business owners. From egg reports and markets to compelling information, we are 910 AM KCJB, home of the Minnesota Twins, Minot State, and Minot High Sports. We are 910 AM KCJB, Minot's news and information station.
Sabre Dogs continue to lead 1-0 after one inning of play. Sabre Dogs bring up Sam Powers, Luke Quick, and Philip Childs in the top of the second. RBI double, the determiner in this one so far.
Sam Powers.
As Phil Childs will come to the plate for the second straight inning, he'll be the third batter up. Sam Powers comes to the plate as of right now, batting average at .219. It's been slowly climbing past few games as that one's hit in the air towards shallow center field. Backing up is the second baseman Peter Carlson. That'll be caught for out number 1. So Luke Quick comes to the plate, coming off of a bit of a rough series against Western Nebraska as they went 0 for 6 with 2 strikeouts. And again, who didn't struggle against the Pioneers in that series? Maybe Philip Childs, other than that. That one misses low and away for ball 1. It's the senior, or excuse me, the junior rather, from the University of Oklahoma. This one, a slow grounder to the first baseman, Ledgerwood. He's quick, and Quick is not in time. Nice play by Parks to get over there in time, and that will be out number 2. That will bring up Phil Childs, who was 0 for 1 today. Flew out to right field on his first one.
You know the drill by now.
Has just 11 strikeouts in 32 games. But, however, he does have 2 strikeouts the past 3 games. First pitch to Childs. That one misses outside for ball 1. Led the team in hitting yesterday, went 3 for 4. 7 for 17 against the Moo as that one is in there to even the count 1-1.
Outside, it's been called a strike on the inside, so we're even at 1 now. Here's the 1-1.
Batting average of .382 for Childs in the second half as that one misses as well to make it 2-1 as Parks working quickly here with 2 outs in the top of the second. 2-1 pitch now. Breaking ball fouled off, and that will even the count 2-2. Haven't had too many quick innings here in this series so far with all the scoring yesterday.
Let's hear it!
Breaking ball, and that just a weak slap of the bat at the ball as that one broke in there for a strike. That was a nice pitch from Cale Parks. That will send us to the bottom of the second. Sabre Dogs continue to lead 1-0. We'll be right back.
Baseball is America's game. It brings people together, and there's nothing better for community than people coming together. Thank you, Sabre Dogs, for providing entertainment, a family-friendly environment, and good sportsmanship to our town. These simple moments, sharing time with loved ones, create everlasting memories, and will always be in the cheering section, rooting for the home team. First Western Bank and Trust, we're not just here for you, we are you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Forward Communication provides you an opportunity to get your message heard on radio stations all across the region. They have several syndicated radio reports you can partner on, including Ag Issues, which gives an agronomy perspective to regional agriculture, Outdoor Issues, which discusses North Dakota hunting and fishing, and Training Camp Today, which gives listeners an inside look at Minnesota Vikings training camp. Call Forward Communication at 720-0007. That's 720-0007. 1-0 Sabre Dogs lead after the top of the second. Coming up for the Moo, it will be the 5, 6, 7 hitters: Justin Ledgerwood, Omar Vilos, and Charlie Hesse.
Leading off the second for your Moo, Justin.
This is the first time we've seen Justin Ledgerwood this series. As on the season, Ledgerwood batting .241. 32 hits on the year with 20 runs, 6 doubles, 5 home runs, and 20 RBI, as well as 41 strikeouts, which is the second most on the team. Pitch from Terrazas. That one popped up in the air and out of play for strike 1. Ledgerwood is 2 for 10 against the Sabre Dogs, played in every single game in the previous series. And out of those 2 hits, he had 2 RBI.
One of the original members of the team. We only had about 12 in that first game against Hastings.
A 1 pitch. That one is hit well towards right center field, and that will drop in front of the right fielder, Bruce Taylor, and that will be a leadoff single. And they actually they changed the ruling on Luke White's base hit. They actually changed that back to an error. They're going to give that to Josh Pano.
Number 8, Omar Joffrey Baratheon Villan.
Don't know if that's the right call, but what the official scorekeeper here at home for Fremont says goes. So that is the ruling. So that right there is the second hit of the day for the Moo. And that one hits Omar Vilos, and that will put runners on first and second. And here we go. That will bring up Charlie Hesse, the designated hitter.
Number 6, Charlie.
Didn't see him yesterday.
Charlie Hesse.
Batting .247 on the day, 22 hits, 13 runs with 6 RBI on the year. Batting just 1 for 11 against the Sabre Dogs.
With runners at first and second first.
McClintock will not hold on. Velo's over at first.
He spent a week away from the team with an injury. And that's the
First pitch is in there for strike 1.
It's 0-1.
Moo trying to tie or take the lead right here. Number 1. Lou Quick has been a fantastic defender for the Sabre Dogs this season. He's made countless diving plays this season, including a game winner a few weeks ago against the Hub City Hotshots.
Number 7, Pete Cal Drogo Carlson.
So that will bring up Peter Carlson. Carlson batting .244 on this season.
One gone in the inning for Pete, who has been a RBI machine.
Batting 5 for 10 against the Sabre Dogs.
13 the entire first half. He's already up to 11 in the
First pitch is now on foul back for strike 1.
It's 0-1.
Yesterday, Carlson was 2 for 3 with 2 runs. So 1 out as the runners did not advance after that fly ball to center field. Big at bat right here for the Moo. 0-1, and that one misses. They'll even the count at 1-1.
Are we getting the MiFi?
Throw almost went over the head of Terrazas, but he was able to jump and make that play. That could have been pretty bad if he dropped that.
With 1 gone, Pete Carlson is at the plate. You're on Game of Thrones night for Muller Field.
1-1 pitch.
Checks the runner at second. It fires home.
Breaking ball hit towards center field, and that will drop for a base hit. Grounding third, heading for home is Ledgerwood, and that will be almost over the head of the catcher Drew Pollum, but he's able to leap up and make the catch to avoid it going from the backstop. So Velos advances to second, and Peter Carlson gets an RBI single to tie the game.
Number 1, Dylan Sir Davos Seward Sears.
Dylan Sears comes to the plate.
So we are
Batting 9th
1-1.
once again for the Moo. He batted 9th last night, went 2 for 4 with 2 runs and an RBI. And that RBI was on a solo bomb. First pitch, that one's in there for strike 1 to the lefty.
Dylan is not too happy with me today, as I mentioned in the game recap that
Sears batting .223 on this season.
Said that last night his home run was carried out by the wind. He wasn't happy with that. He thought it was a no-doubter, even though after
Draws
the
his
game
sets.
he didn't know if it was out or not.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's a grounder to McClintock, and that one gets past him. Sears gets on at first, and Carlson goes from first to third, and that will bring up the top of the order.
Number 5, Tyler Pugh.
And they'll give, let's see, I think they'll give Sears a, they might give him a base hit. I'm not quite sure. We'll see. I'll let you know once that call is made, as Tyler Push comes to the plate for second time. Reached via a single his first time up. First pitch, runs on the corners. That one is hit, and that one takes a weird bounce in the center field, and that one gets past Cruz Taylor. Charged on it too hard. 1 run scores, and that will make it a 4-1 lead for the Moo. As Sears comes all the way home from first on that error from Cruz Taylor. So they'll give another error to the Sabre Dogs. That one will be by Cruz Taylor that advances him home.
Number 13, Ronnie McBride.
Here's Ronnie McBride.
So they're going to give Sears a hit on his previous AB, and that will be an RBI for him. As for Tyler Push, that will be 1 RBI, and that will be it.
And here is the first pitch from Ronnie.
So Ronnie McBride comes up to the plate for the second time today as Paul Mazda to stop that one.
As Push thought about going first.
I'm going to get 1-0 as McBride grounded into a double play his first time up.
Ronnie 0 for 1 with a double play.
1-0 pitch. That one misses up and in.
Even, or no.
I'll make it 2-0. So that should go down as an unearned run since he reached home on an error.
We gave him a hit.
2-0 pitch.
2-0. That
Ball
one
misses
is
low and
outside.
away
It's
for
3-0
ball 3.
With the dangerous Luke White on deck.
DeRozas' inning is not over yet with 1 out, and now a 3-0 count to number 2 hitter Ronnie McBride.
3-0 to Ronnie.
Elm is inside a 4-pitch walk. We'll put runners on first and second for Luke White, reached via an error back in the first inning.
Number 25, Luke White.
Great RBI opportunity for the man who has done nothing.
It's already a 4-1 Fremont lead, and they can still keep extending it here.
The movement. Expedition League All-Star. That's the first pitch to Luke.
First pitch, that one's hit towards left field, and that will drop in front of Phil Childs, and they will round, or they'll wave around Tyler Push. The throw to home is in time. That will be out number 2, and Ronnie McBride advances all the way to third, with Luke White getting on at first. So nice play, nice throw from Josh Pino, the shortstop, to get out Tyler Push at the plate. It'll be a 7-6-2 to get him out. Runners are now in the corners for Jack Simonson with 2 outs.
First
pitch fouled out of play for strike 1. Simonson grounded out to Josh Payne, his first time up.
6 hits for the Moo. 5 come here in the second inning in a 4-run inning, and now the Moo lead 4-1. The bottom of the second, there's runners at the corner.
Stays 4-1 after that play at the plate. That one is hit into the gap into right field, and that will score another run. It is now 5-1. So White advances to second, and an RBI single from Simonson. That is his 6th RBI of the series. That'll bring up Justin Ledgerwood, who started this whole mess, as he had a single earlier in the inning.
Number 23, Justin Ledgerwood.
So we've now batted around as Ledge will come up once more. First pitch to Justin.
First pitch is hit high in the air, and that one slicing. That one might get out. And that one hits the Sabre Dogs dugout. Now make it 0-1.
0-1 to Ledge. For our friends on Expedition League TV,
Ledgerwood from Point Loma Nazarene University, hometown of Alpine, California.
It's much better now than it was, so if it's still working, let us know. We'll keep trying to make it as quality of
Draws sets. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed on an inside fastball to make it 0-2. Coming up for the Sabre Dogs, they'll bring up the 2-3-4 hitters, Dennison, Taylor, and McClintock.
Here is the 0-2 pitch to Ledgerwood. That'll miss
2. That one misses upstairs to make it 1 and 2.
Come around at the plate, and it's been nice to see in terms of summer ball where he's looking to get better. He is really
2 errors already for the Sabre Dogs. Didn't have any last night. 1-2 pitch. That's a breaking ball that hits to the third baseman. Chase Edwards, throw to first, is in time, and that will end the inning. So that will send us to the top of the third as the Moo take a 5-1 lead. We'll take a 1-minute break. We'll be right back. El Azteca is authentic Mexican fast food on the go. Their ingredients are always fresh, so you can be sure you'll get the best tacos, burritos, tamales, and more. El Azteca is located at 2035 North Broadway in Minot. Stop in or order online to save time. If you want exclusive coupons and special offers to save more on your next visit, text El Azteca as one word to 21777. El Azteca, the most authentic Mexican food in Minot.
iHeartRadio. We are Northwest North Dakota's #1 country radio station, 97 Kicks FM, playing a wide variety of today's new country to those country favorites reaching back to the 90s. With the award-winning Bobby Bones Show, and a big signal puts your business where it needs to be. We are heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we've got you covered. Our Kicks listeners are current and retired military, farmers and ranchers, working moms, business owners. We are 97 Kicks FM.
$2 Miller Lite and
Sabre Dogs now trail 5-1 after a big inning by the Moo, including an RBI single from Jack Simonson as well as Tyler Push and Peter Carlson and Dylan Steers, all RBI singles. Sabre Dogs will try to respond here at the top of the third. They were scoreless in the top of the second, down 1-2 and 3. They'll come up with the heart of the order coming up. Mason Dennison, his first time up, came out and hit a single. Came around to score, was the first and only run of the day.
Leading off for your Moo, or no, not for your Moo, the Sabre Dogs, everybody, but it's your favorite Sabre Dog. It's the beer batter
Mason Dennison batting .319 on the year with 52 hits, which is just one behind Cruz Taylor for the second most on the team. He now has 15 doubles after yesterday, which is the second most. Also has 20 RBI and 19 stolen bases, tied for third most on the team. Here's the first pitch to him. That one's ripped into left field, hooking, and that will drop for a base hit all the way to the wall. He'll round first, head for second, and he has himself his third double of the series. And his 16th on the year. 2 for 2 today. And that will bring up Cruz Taylor, who had himself an RBI double back in the first. See if the Sabre Dogs can get themselves a big inning here. Trying to do what the Moo did yesterday.
It's a 4-run lead for the Moo, 5-1.
Park sets and delivers. First one by T. Cruz, hit back and out of play for strike one.
0-1 to the third hitter in the lineup, Cruz Taylor.
Take a look at that Pier Hub City score for you. Big game for the Sabre Dogs here, and also trying to root for the hot shots as the 0-1 pitch in the dirt. Stopped by Omar Vilos. Now make it 1-1. So we're scoreless there in the top of the first. That game got underway about 10 minutes ago.
Here we go, everybody.
Also scoreless between Spearfish and the Big Sticks. Western Nebraska leads Hastings 7-4 in the bottom of the third, and still yet to start is the Wheat City and Casper game. That one coming up in about 20 minutes. This one is hitting the air towards left field. Backing up is McBride, and that one is off the top of the wall. Heading for third is Dennison, and he will stay there. That ball carried forever. I mean, the wind's not blowing out there. Just continue to keep going and going. That will be a double for Cruz Taylor. That is his 14th double of the season, and his second of the game. Actually, that would be his 15th double now.
So McClintock comes up and
That brings up Bo McClintock, and again, 2 for 2 yesterday with 3 RBI, all of them coming from sac flies.
Still nobody out.
He had a walk back in the first inning.
When they scored the first run of the game. To lead
Stranded over at
1-0
second as they had bases loaded with 2 outs.
Runners at second and third with nobody out here in the third.
First pitch swung on and missed.
Pitch, it's 0-1.
Still no outs here in the top of the third. Big at bat coming up for the Sabre Dogs. McClintock now batting .320. He's able to leapfrog Mason Dennison in batting average.
Find his way out of trouble. Here's the 0-1.
0-1 pitch now. Now misses upstairs to make it 1-1.
The Alexandria, Louisiana native.
So last night was the first game for McClintock against the Moos. He was not with the team the first time through at Corbett Field on the 7th through the 9th of June. 1-1 pitch, and that one misses outside. Now make it 2-1.
Great to meet the Parks family, as that'll miss low. It's 2-1.
Try to keep you updated on how head coach Corey Thompson will go about with his rotation in terms of the pitchers as well as the hitters, as well as the numbers are very low, just like the beginning of the season. As Allen misses outside to make it 3-1. So at full strength, Sabre Dogs proved that they wouldn't let anyone beat them, including the defending champs. They took 3 of 4 against the Pioneers. Unfortunately, they lost a lot of people at the All-Star break. Trying to recover from that, as since then they have lost 5 games in a row. 3-1 pitch now. Is outside, a 5-pitch walk to load the bases. Had to wait to see if that ball was going to be caught, as he was only able to advance to third, and of course McClintock just advancing on a walk. That is the second walk of the game.
Fortunately, there's a force everywhere. So we can get a ground ball double play here.
First pitch, and that one misses outside for ball 1.
The other issue that we're going to find ourselves in here pretty quick.
Payno, the freshman from St. Mary's College in California, now a mound visit. And that will give the Sabre Dogs a chance to recuperate on the base paths and talk with Brock Bauckham, as well as get ready for this upcoming at-bats from Josh Payno, as he gets to clear his head and think about what he needs to do here to get those runners around. Jace Edwards is on deck, and Drew Pollum is in the hole for the Sabre Dogs as the 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up with still nobody out and bases loaded. Here at the top of the third, Sabre Dogs trail 5-1 after a 5-run bottom of the second.
As well as a proud sponsor of your Fremont move. Raisin Cage Chicken Fingers. One love.
A mound visit begins and ends. Here we go. It's bases loaded, nobody out. A 1-0 count to.
Here's the 1-0. And that one is in there to make it 1-1. That was on the inside corner. This pitch from Cale Parks, lefty from LSU Alexandria.
I shag balls during BP. I usually stand right next to Cale, so we've gotten pretty close over the summer. As here's the 1-1.
First baseman Ledgerwood playing pretty in here. That one check swing, he went around, and that will make it 1-2.
Man, this will be a huge out if we get a strikeout here. 1-2 is Cale's finally.
Ledgerwood not in the infield grass, but infield grass kind of caves in where Ledgerwood is at.
1, 2, 3.
If he was playing second base or shortstop, he would be in the infield grass.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Josh Payno, the
Fuller field with infield and outfield grass as well as actual dirt compared to the Sabre Dogs, where they have turf all around. And that is a strikeout for Cale Parks. Once again, that is the second of the day against Josh Payno, and the third, actually fourth of the game for Cale Parks. A big strikeout right there. So now bases loaded with 1 out, with Jace Edwards coming to the plate. He walked back in the first inning.
A double play can get us out of the inning. Still no runs home for the Sabre Dogs. Bases are loaded with 1 gone. And here's the first pitch to Jace Edwards.
First pitch, and that one is in there for strike 1. And as per usual, a big gap between the second and first baseman with a right-hander coming to the plate for the Sabre Dogs. That has cost him a couple times so far in the series. Here is the 0-1 pitch now, as that one is in there for strike 2. So as of right now, these two teams both in second place in their respective divisions. Well, I mean, the Sabre Dogs are technically in first in the second half, but they would be the second seed. So battle of the number 2 seeds here.
0-2 with one
Coming
gone.
off a series, the battle of the first place teams in the second half. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now when it's hit towards right field, and that is slicing, and it will drop foul. Missed by a few feet. Now keep it at 0-2. It's a good spot by Jace Edwards, but just barely miss it. Very large outfield and kind of a smaller infield here at Muller Field. I said field a lot in that last sentence. Edwards has to recuperate here. Gets his bat back and readjusts his batting gloves. He'll get ready for an 0-2 pitch coming up from Cale Parks. With one out, bases loaded here at the top of the third. One swing at the back and tie this game up. Edwards has had a home run before. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That's a breaking ball, misses up and away. Tried to get Edwards to chase and does not do so. They'll make it 1-2.
One ball and 2 strikes. Bases are loaded for the Sabre Dogs here in the top of the third, down 5-1. One gone in the inning. Here's the 1-2.
Park sets. Now swung on and missed, and that will be strikeout number 2 of the inning, and out number 2. And that will bring up Drew Pollum. Pollum 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
Drew Pollum.
Back-to-back doubles to lead off the inning, and then a walk, and then back-to-back strikeouts.
Without allowing a run, if he can get Pollum out here. Back-to-back punch-outs for Cale, who has not been known as a strikeout guy by any stretch of the imagination this season. But great pitching so far in a very tough spot.
Once again, Pollum comes to the plate with bases loaded and 2 outs. Just like the first inning, and that one a foul ball right off the pole near the Sabre Dogs dugout. It almost hits both Sam Powers and the coaches, Corey Thompson and Justin Mulvaney. Heads up over there.
To Cale Parks, who comes off the mound to retrieve it, and he'll keep that ball to deliver the 0-1 pitch. Cale, one of the graduates on the
Moo not holding on any of the runners for the Sabre Dogs, as here's the 0-1 pitch. That one's hit to the second baseman Carlson. Get the easy out to second, and that will end the inning. So the second consecutive inning, actually the second inning out of 3, where they have left the bases loaded, stranded. And that is just an absolute tragedy right there for the Sabre Dogs. So we will head to the bottom of the third. Sabre Dogs continue to trail 5-1. We'll be right back.
Z94 is Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. From product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94, because we're in front of our listeners and your customers with our in-demand services like streaming, podcasts, social media. And since we brand to our specific audience, we know how to market your business. Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Souris River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Souris River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy. So Velaz was hit by a pitch his first time up. Back in the second inning, came around to score. Ledgerwood had 2 plate appearances in the second inning, as that one's in the air towards center field, and that one will be caught by Lou Quick for out number 1. Charlie Hesse comes to plate. He is 0 for 1 with a fly out of center field. Fremont trying to continue what they did last inning.
Number 6, Charlie Hesse.
So far in the game, Marcelo Terrazas went 2 1/3 with 7 hits allowed, with 4 earned runs, 5 runs total, 1 walk, and no Ks. That one sliced out of play for strike 1. So Sabre Dogs have been struggling in terms of retiring Moo on the strikeout, as they were only able to get 3 yesterday, 1 from each pitcher. And so far none for Marcelo. A 1 pitch now, as that one is in there for an 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes. Here is the 0-2 delivery.
To pitch that one in the dirt, almost a spiked ball there, and that will make it 1-2.
Wanted it to. That one almost hit the infield grass. So no swing there, obviously, by Charlie, and it's 1-2. Big shout out to
Marcelo
all
would
our
love a
listeners.
1-2-3 inning
all our
here.
viewers are, on Expedition Elite TV.
Really
All
help
our
his
listeners
momentum
on
moving
Mr.
forward.
The Fremont Blue John Sartori here.
1-2
Thanks for spending
pitch.
your Tuesday with us. 1-2 pitch to Charlie.
And
on
that
the
one
south
misses
side.
as
2-2.
well outside to even the count at 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 gone.
2-2. That one's hit well towards right field, tracking it down and making the catch is Cruz Taylor on the run. Cruz Taylor playing right field this evening, Quick in center and Childs in left. And Sam Powers playing second base
7, Pete
with no Nick Mastoni and no Chauncey Callier. If Callier and Mastoni were in there, well, I mean, even if Mastoni was gone and Callier was in, Callier would be playing third and Edwards would be playing second. Or Edwards would be playing short and Pino would be playing second. So foul over our heads here, as that will be 0-1 to Carlson, who is 1-for-1 with an RBI single.
Here is the 0-1 with 2 gone, bases empty.
1 pitch now. That one's fell back into the screen. That'll make it 0-2.
The strike zone is not
Coming up for the Sabre Dogs in the top of the 4th, it will be Sam Powers, Luke Quick, and Phil Childs. 8-on-1 hitter is going to lead off for the second time tonight.
That's been a good sign so far from Moose. 7 hits thus far.
0-2 pitch. That one in the dirt as well. Did he go? Yes, he did. He went around. And that will be strike 3, his first K of the day. That will send us to the 4th inning. Sabre Dogs trail 5-1. We'll be right back with Sabre
All
Dogs
right, we'll
baseball.
send it down to Maddie.
Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall so you can shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better.
Is $2 Tuesday at Moeller Field. That's
So the
$2
first
hot dog.
completely scoreless inning from both teams
Miller
in the
Lite
series,
is
as that didn't
$2
happen at
White
all
Claw. That's
last
$2
night,
hot dogs,
as both teams
16
unable to get a
Miller
run
Lite,
in the third, and that keeps it at
$2 White
5-1 as Sam Powers lead off. 0 for
Tonight
1
we
with a
got
flyout
Nancy
to
down at
the
the
second
Coors
baseman
Light
Peter
Beer
Carlson.
There we go.
Coming into
Feeling
today's
thirsty, she'll hook
game,
you up.
Sam Powers in the second half of the season batting .281, 9 for 32 with 4 runs and 4 RBI with 2 doubles, a triple, and a home run. First pitch is in there for strike 1.
For strike 1. That's only the second time we've seen that called a strike tonight. 1 time for the Sabre Dogs, 1 time for the Moo. As it's 0-1.
0-1 misses in the dirt, and that will even the count. So far, Parks this evening has gone 3 innings with 4 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, and 5 Ks.
Ball on a strike.
On 1
This
pitch,
sent
now
on
on
the
a
ground.
grounder
First tough
to
play
the
for
first baseman
Ledgerwood.
Ledgerwood,
Flip
underhand
first
to Parks,
is in
and that
time.
one is in time as that'll be out number 1, a close play, where they give it to the pitcher, Cale Parks, who touched the bag.
Number 2, Luke Quick.
That'll bring up Luke Quick, who had the same fate as Powers just then. A right out to Ledgerwood, who underhand threw it to Parks, who touched the bag. That was back in the second inning. First pitch, that one misses for ball 1. Last time these 3 went back to back to back, they all were retired. That was back in the second inning. 1-0 pitch. That one ripped foul on the first base side.
Right side. Bit of a poor effort there by the first base coach for Service Valley. Not laying out for that one. You gotta commit.
1-1 pitch. Now on a little blooper to the second baseman, Peter Carlson.
He'll
grab it for out number 2.
That'll bring up the top fielder once more, Philip Child.
Child's coming to play for the third time today. 0-for-2 with a flat and a strikeout.
Childs comes up.
Park's looking for his second 1-2-3 inning of the day.
Looks for another shutout inning here in the fourth. First pitch is fouled back. It's 0-1.
Let's foul back in the screen for strike 1.
Hale, first inning struggled, allowed a run, but was able to get out of the inning with only allowing that one run despite throwing over 30 pitches.
1 pitch, and that one misses low, and now even the count at 1-1. Take a look at the scores around the league once again as Western Nebraska now leads Hastings 7-4. It's fouled back into the screen. They're in the bottom of the 5th there. Top of the first between Spearfish and Badlands. We're scoreless there. And as for Hub City and Pier, no score there in the bottom of the 2nd.
Here is the 1-2 pitch.
1-2 pitch. That one misses in the dirt to even the count at 2-2.
Good placement on that breaking ball, but dipped low, and a good take by Childs to even the count.
Childs went 3 for 4 yesterday with 3 runs.
Here is the 2-2 pitch.
Sophomore from the University of Texas Arlington.
That'll miss
And
outside.
that one misses outside from all 3.
Mason Dennison would be next. Should be
Omar Velaz with a very long frame there. A little bit of a stretch, but he makes it anyway. 3-2 pitch now. As ball 4, and that will put Childs on base for the first time today. That brings up Mason Dennison, who was 2 for 2 today with a double and a single as well as a run.
All right, Move Crew, let's get out of
Had
the
a
inning
double
with a
off the
strikeout.
wall.
It's the beer batter, Mason
And was
Dennison.
stranded on third base in the 3rd inning.
It's half-price beer through the remainder of the inning.
Twice have the Sabre Dogs had bases loaded and stranded them. First inning, it was bases loaded with 1 out, and last inning, it was bases loaded with no outs.
Has been thrown on him. He's 2 for 2.
First pitch fouled back for strike 1.
There's one.
Sabre Dogs scoreless back in the 2nd and the 3rd inning with 1 run. Back in the 1st, as they are still looking for their 2nd run of the game. As that one breaking ball, that one misses outside. Even count 1-1. Sabre Dogs continue to trail 5-1 here at Muller Field, trying to even the series up 1 game apiece. 1-1 pitch now, and now misses inside, gets away from Velaz, but staying at first is Phil Childs.
Does not advance to second. And it's now 2-1. Again, the Move looking to get out of the inning. Just 1
Dylan Sears, Tyler Push, and Ronnie McBride coming up for the Moo in the top, or excuse me, the bottom of the 4th.
Base runners in this one. 4 hits, but plenty of walks issued by Cale Parks. Here's the 2-1.
2-1, and that one rips, gets past Luke White. Rounding side hanging for 3rd is Phil Childs all the way into the corner, and he'll be waved around. And coming home is Childs, and he trips and falls, and throw to the home is not in time, as Sears was not paying attention. He didn't throw it home, and the Sabre Dogs have now run on 3rd as Dennison advances.
And we're not paying attention, and a run scores on an RBI.
So now it is 5-2.
Childs fell down halfway home, and the cutoff man Dylan Sears wasn't going to make a throw.
So most likely they'll go down as a double for Dennison, and then advancing to 3rd on an error.
And then the throw home was made. It was late, and we had Dennison out by.
So that will bring up Cruz Taylor. The Sabre Dogs are still alive.
But Luke White wasn't paying attention, so he couldn't throw down.
First pitch, and that one is in there for strike 1.
There's the first pitch to Cruz Taylor. It's in there for strike 1. So it's now a 5-2 ball game. It's a 2-out rally.
2 outs. Moo trying to get out of the inning with a 3-run lead.
Here's the 0-1 pitch to Taylor.
0-1 pitch now, as that one swung on and missed to make it 0-2.
No balls and 2 strikes here. Here's the
Here's the 0-2 now. Swing on and miss. Strike 3. That will end the inning. Sabre Dogs get a run back. They now trail by just 3. 5-2 our score. We'll be right back.
Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall so you can shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better.
105.3 The Fox is Minot's only rock station, playing the active rock of today, reaching your male audience 18 to 52, and getting your message to their ears.
I'm listening.
And 105.3 The Fox can be heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country. And with our iHeartRadio app, from radio to stream, web, and social media, we've got your bases covered. If you're needing to reach a male audience, we are your radio station.
105.3 The Fox.
Sabre Dogs now trail 5-2 as an RBI by Mason Dennison. The Sabre Dogs run in the top of the 4th as the first pitch from Terrazas to Dylan Sears misses inside for ball 1. Sears, his first time through, got an RBI single, came around to score. 1-0 pitch now. That one is hit well towards center field. Back up Luke Quick, hit not well enough, as Quick has it for out number 1. 1-2-3 inning for Terrazas back in the 3rd. Try to do that again here. Gets off to a nice start as he'll take on the top of the order for the 3rd time today, with Tyler Push being 2 for 2 with an RBI single. Bush coming into today's game with a batting average of 360 as that was in their first strike 1. 40 hits, 28 runs, and 11 RBI with 22 stolen bases on the season.
We've got full connection on our end with Expedition League TV, so
had himself a nice series as well.
Here's the pitch to Tyler. That will miss.
That one misses outside to make it 1-0.
And it's 1-0 to the Fremont leadoff man.
Bush yesterday 2 for 5 with 2 RBI. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and hit foul down the right field line. Now make it 1-2.
His first of the season last night. Over the left field fence. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 ball.
Already 7 hits for the Moo compared to 5 hits for the Sabre Dogs. Now on swung on foul down the third base side now. I'll keep it at 1-2. We continue to lead 5-2. Sabre Dogs trying to hold on here with Marcelo Terrazas still on the mound.
1 ball, 2 strikes here. Move up 5-2 in the bottom of the 4th.
Has yet to allow a walk, and that one hits Tyler Push. That is his second hit by pitch of the day. And that will put on Tyler Push for Ronnie McBride. In a correction, he has 1 walk, and that is to Ronnie McBride. That was back in the 2nd inning, came around to score.
The left fielder, number 13, Ronnie McBride.
Runner on first with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th.
This inning going. And
Back over to first. Nice move as he was able to get the throw over while he was still moving, but Bush still gets back in time.
Pauses at first as if to say, man, I should have been thrown out there.
There it goes. That pitch is in there. The throw down is in time for out number 2 as Drew Pollum makes the play. Sabre Dogs have not been able to catch many runners stealing, but he gets it right there against Tyler Bush, who has 22 stolen bases on the year. Now 2 outs, base empty. That one hit hard to third baseman Jace Edwards, sort of first as he tries to recover, and not in time.
He's going to give us a base runner.
So after that will bring up Luke White as the Moose stay alive.
Third baseman, number 25, Luke White.
White is 1 for 2 on the day with a single and an error. Or reaching via an error, I guess you could say.
Last time, but Tyler Bush was thrown out at home as White sent a ball screaming down the left side in the left field. They'll rule that a single for Ronnie.
The official ruling is a single from McBride. Now it's hitting the gap, and that will be another base hit. And now put up runners on first and second. That'll bring up Jack Simonson, RBI single back in the second inning, and that was his 6th RBI of the series. Had 5 yesterday.
Right fielder, number 29, Jack Simonson.
So 9 hits allowed for Terrazas, as well as 1 walk and 2 hit by pitches.
After back-to-back singles, keep the move alive in the inning. It's 2 out for Jack. The wind is now blowing in from the outfield.
First pitch. Now on grounded foul down the third base line.
Wow. That was right over the bag, and
Jace Edwards would have been unable to make that play, and that is a huge break for the Sabre Dogs.
Either way, it's called foul, and it's 0-1.
Back-to-back outs for the Sabre Dogs, but then back-to-back hits from Ronnie McBride and Luke White.
So 0-1 now to Jack as he almost had another RBI to his total. 35 on the season for the North Dakota State product. That paces the move.
Terrazas see if he can get out of the inning here.
Long pause on the mound by Terrazas.
Here's the 0-1.
He'll fire now outside.
And if that one misses outside, let me get 1-1.
The batters have adjusted well to that outside strike call not being called. It's, nobody's chased it on either side. Ball and strike, 2 gone.
1-1, swung on and missed a high fastball. Thought he could take that one deep. I'll make it 1-2.
And here's the 1-2 with 2 gone.
Terrazas still trying to get that elusive third out here.
1-2 pitch to Jack.
1-2 way outside as Pollum has to make a acrobatic play to keep it alive. I'll make it 2-2.
He was trying to steal and keeps that ball from going to the backstop. It's 2-2. 2 men on, 2 going. Bottom of the 4th and move up 5-2. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Terrazas takes his time on the mound and delivers out of the stretch.
Here we go, 2-2 pitch. And now one also misses low. Nice block by Pollum. Runner goes to third. The throw is not going to be in time. It was high and away from Juice Edwards.
Pollum blocked that one, acted like he didn't know where it was.
McBride catches Pollum napping as he does keep it in front of him.
He took off for third.
That should go down as a steal.
Sails a bit high. Now runners at the corners and a full count for Jack Simonson with 2 gone.
See if Terrazas can retire Simonson right here. 3-2 pitch. Now when it's hit well towards left field, but it's going to stay in the park, slicing, actually hooking. It'll be caught in foul territory. We're out number 3. Sabre Dogs escape as they hold on to their 3-run deficit. We'll head to the top of the 5th coming up after the break.
Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is, being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the One Call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. Dig safe.
Mix 99.9, Minot's variety station. Mix puts our personality and music focus on adult women, whether it's the moms at home or at work, to those that are business owners, or the women who have declared 50 is the new 30. Let Mix go to work for you, playing a variety of music from the 80s, 90s, and today, and can be heard on over 2,000 smart devices all across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we've got you covered. We are Mix 99.9, Minot's variety station.
Sabre Dogs bring up the heart of the order with Bo McClintock, Josh Pano, and Jay Edwards as we head to the top of the fifth. Sabre Dogs trail 5-2. McClintock is still waiting for his first at bat. He has 2 walks on the day with a stolen base. Here's the first pitch to McClintock, the senior from Point University. That one misses for 1-0. McClintock yesterday went 2 for 2 with 3 sac flies. 1-0 pitch to him. Is that one hit to the third baseman, Luke White? Throw to first in time for out number 1.
Number 14.
Josh Pano comes to plate. He's over 2 with 2 strikeouts on the day.
1, 2, 3.
Come on, guys. Why are we
Yesterday,
always so
Pano
good
2
into
for
the second
4 with an RBI.
1, 2, 3.
First pitch to Pano.
First pitch, that one outside to the freshman from the St. Mary's infielder. Chase Edwards is on deck.
1 ball, no strikes, 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss for strike 2 as the Sabre Dogs have been leaving runners on base for the majority of the evening. They left 3 on in the first, 3 on in the third, and 1 on last inning. 1-1 pitch now. That one also misses outside to make it 2-1.
The first time we faced the Sabre Dogs, we were a much different team. It was good pitching or lose.
Big gap in between the left and right fielders for the Moo as that one misses inside, make it 3-1.
As that'll miss low, it's 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike, 1 gone in the inning. Bases are empty here to Josh Pano. And that'll miss. It's ball
Now misses for ball 4, and that'll be a 5-pitch walk. Update on the Pierre Hub City game. The Trappers have a 3-0 lead in the bottom of the third. Western Nebraska still leads Hastings 7-4. They're in the top of the 6th. And now in the top of the 2nd, Spearfish and Badlands still scoreless, with Wheat City and Casper scoreless in the top of the 1st. First pitch misses up and away for ball 1.
Kale has never really allowed any steals all season. Most left-handers will.
Edwards is 0 for 1 with a walk so far today. Now misses inside to make it 2-0. See if Pano takes off for second. Now quick mound visit. Pano has been known to take off multiple times in a single stint. He has 19 stolen bases on the year, tied for the 3rd most on the team. As for the second half, he leads the team in stolen bases with 15.
So with runners on base, he's been very solid. He's behind in the count here 2-0 with 1 gone in the inning.
Edwards is batting .205 on the year after going 1 for 3 with an RBI yesterday. As that one's in the air towards center field. Shallow center field, and that will be caught by the sliding Tyler Push, as that was in between 3 Moo players, and that will be out number 2. So that will bring up Drew Pollum, who is 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a groundout. Almost disaster there from the Moo as Tyler Push saves what would have been an error.
21, Drew Pollum. Let's get it the first time this guy.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, man. We should just start playing at the second.
First pitch. That one swung on, and that one will stay in play, and that will be caught by Justin Ledgerwood, the first baseman, for out number 3. Sabre Dogs leave another man stranded. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th coming up. You're listening to Sabre Dogs Baseball on the YouTube page of the Service Valley Sabre Dogs.
El Azteca is authentic Mexican fast food on the go. Their ingredients are always fresh, so you can be sure you'll get the best tacos, burritos, tamales, and more. El Azteca is located at 2035 North Broadway in Minot. Stop in or order online to save time. If you want exclusive coupons and special offers to save more on your next visit, text El Azteca as one word to 21777. El Azteca, the most authentic Mexican food in Minot.
iHeartRadio. We are Northwest North Dakota's #1 country radio station, 97 Kicks FM, playing a wide variety of today's new country to those country favorites reaching back to the 90s. With the award-winning Bobby Bones Show, and a big signal puts your business where it needs to be. We are heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we've got you covered. Our Kicks listeners are current and retired military, farmers and ranchers, working moms, business owners. We are 97 Kicks FM.
Marcelo Terraza staying in the game for the Sabre Dogs. As of right now, he has gone 4 innings, given up 9 hits, 4 earned runs with 5 runs total. He has allowed also a walk with 1 strikeout. He'll take on the 5, 6, 7 hitters once again with Justin Ledgerwood, Omar Velaz, and Charlie Hesse.
Leading off for your move, the first baseman, number 23, Justin Ledgerwood.
Ledgerwood is 1 for 2 with a single and a run, as that one is swung on and grounded down the third base line, but foul. Throwback from Jace Edwards almost hit Terrazas. They're going to throw that one over to the Sabre Dogs dugout, give him a new wall.
In the second, a 5-run bottom of the second, that has been the offense in which 10 batters came to the plate.
He did the birthday boy. Already did the birthday boy.
Here's the 0-1 pitch now. That one gets away from Drew Pollum. That will even the count 1-1.
The catcher Pollum all the way to the backstop. It's 1-1. Ball on a strike.
That one is blasted to left field, and Childs will watch that one get out of here for a solo home run, and that will make it 6-2.
6-2.
Ledgerwood gone deep for his 6th time on the year, which puts him tied for the second most home runs on the team.
That great cut brought to you by Keel's Barbershop, located at 94 West 6th Street. Keel's, as good as the best, better than
So
the
that will
rest.
bring up Omar Velaz, who is 0 for 1 on the day with a run as he reached via hit by pitch back in the 2nd inning.
The catcher, number 8, Omar Velaz.
10 hits now for the Moo, extending their lead to 4. First pitch from Terrazas misses inside for ball 1.
You may foul up and ready.
First pitch to Omar misses. It's 1-0.
That one is hit into center field. Quick backing up, and he'll make the play for out number 1. Quick's been busy the past few innings. That is his 4th defensive play in the past few innings. That will bring up Charlie Hesse, 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts on the day.
The designated hitter, number 6, Charlie Hesse.
First pitch. That one is hit well, but to left field and slicing out of play for strike 1. Can't really tell if there's anyone warming up in the the bullpen. Got a big tree in the way. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball misses. We'll even the count at 1-1. 1 out, nobody on for the Moo as they add an extra inning.
1, 2, 3. You don't have anyone. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 gone. As Charlie Hesse's at the pitch.
1-1 pitch.
Moo up 6-2 now on the
Another breaking ball. That one is in the upper inner portion of the strike zone for strike 2.
Ball, 2 strike.
1-2 now. Another breaking ball, and now misses low in the dirt to make it 2-2.
Two balls, 2 strikes here.
Two and 2 pitch. That breaking ball grounded to Jace Edwards, sort of first in time, and that will be a 5-3 play to make it out number 2.
Second baseman Pete Carlson.
So Peter Carlson coming up for the 3rd time today. He is 1 for 2 with an RBI single back in the second.
Baseman number 7, Pete Carlson.
Sabre Dogs trying to get out of the inning here, allowing just 1 run. Sabre Dogs have the 8-9-1 hitters coming up for the 3rd time today. In the top of the 6th as that one misses for ball 1 upstairs. 1-0 pitch now.
That'll miss as well.
As that one misses to make it 2-0.
2-0. Voice of the Fremont Moo, John Sartori here. Thanks for riding along with us tonight, everybody.
Once again, Cruz Taylor playing deep in right field, not really needing to, with the wind not blowing out there. As that one swung on and missed. Nice pitch by Terrazas on the inside corner to make it 2-1. Right in the wheelhouse. 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Same spot, same results. I don't know what Cruz Taylor was just nay-naying over there in right field. I don't know why he's doing that. 2-2 pitch now. Fouled out of play.
It'll keep the count at 2-2 as Pete stays alive.
Get your head in the game, Cruz. No time to dance. Down by 4.
2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 out.
2-2 pitch. Breaking ball hit towards center field. Moving to his left is Luke Quick, and he will make the play for the out. So we're going to take a...
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Apologize for that delay. We are back. Sabre Dogs still trail 6-2. Nothing really happened there in the top portion of the inning as Luke Quick got hit by a pitch, stole second, and then Childs reached on a walk, but no runs for the Sabre Dogs as this one is hit towards center field and caught for out number 1. As for the move here in the bottom of the 6th, Dylan Sears led off with a base hit. And that is the first out of the inning.
From Mamu,
So we should have everything solved for the rest of the game. We shouldn't have any more delays as that brings up Ronnie McBride, who is 1 for 2 on the day. Porcello still on the mound for the Sabre Dogs. First pitch. Breaking ball. That one misses for ball 1. Got a single in the previous inning, ended up stealing third. 1-0 pitch, and that one is in there to even the count at 1-1.
Tom Ginther getting loose for the move in the Fremont bullpen. We'll see if he comes in.
Sabre Dogs trying to snap their current 5-game losing streak.
As Cale Parks nearing his pitch limit of 120. Sears
Throw over to first. Trying to get Dylan Sears out over at first base. McClintock holding him on.
Makes it 12 consecutive games with 10-plus hits. There's not a single batter you would want to face in this lineup.
Dylan Sears just 2 for 11 against the Sabre Dogs coming into today's games. That one fouled back into the stands for strike 2.
On the concourse out to the parking lot. Now play 1 and 2. 1 and 2 here.
Here comes the 1 and 2, and that one misses outside even count.
Good frame job, but not good enough. Even at 2 and 2, Dylan Sears is over at first. He has not tried to steal 6 that hit in a row. See what he does here on 2 and 2.
2-2 pitch from Marcelo, breaking ball. That one over the glove of Juice Edwards, and that will put runners on first and second. Still just 1 out, and that will bring up Luke White, who is 2 for 3 today. 2 singles and reaching via an error.
From Lewiston, Idaho, number 25, Luke White.
Another look around the league, in the Expedition League that is. Pierre extends their lead 5-0 at the top of the 5th. Casper leads Weed City 4-0 in the bottom of the 2nd. Spearfish and Badlands still scoreless. They're in the top of the 4th there. And Western Nebraska and Hastings, first game is final of that doubleheader as Western Nebraska won 7-4. There's a pop out to Jace Edwards in foul territory on the third base side for out number 2.
One pitch gets White out, and now it'll take a 2-out hit for Jack.
And that will bring up Jack Simonson, who was 1 for 3. Had an RBI single back in the 2nd. Sabre Dogs rooting for the Hot Shots to get the win today, but things not looking good so far.
Number 29, Jack Simonson.
Jack looking for an RBI here. A base hit in the outfield should get Ronnie home with his speed at second.
Draws us from the stretch. First pitch. That one in there for strike 1, the outside corner for strike 1. Coming up for the Sabre Dogs, it will be the heart of the order with Mo McClintock, Josh Pino, and Juice Edwards. A 1 pitch. Now one is hit in the center field, and that will drop for base hit. Rounding third and coming home is Sears, and that will score 1. And now having trouble with it is Luke Quick in center field, and that will score another run.
2-run score, an RBI double by Jack Simonson, and it's 8-2.
A 2 will actually probably be just 1 RBI for Simonson, but we'll see what the official scorer says. Sears scores, and so does Ronnie McBride.
As good as the best, better than the rest.
That makes it 8-2.
From Alpine, California.
That will bring up Justin Ledgerwood.
Justin Ledgerwood.
He is 2 for 3, had that solo shot back in the 5th. First pitch, fouled off.
1. Last time Ledge came
As
to the plate.
tendency for a team that continues to hit well is to keep swinging on the first pitches, and he does so here.
Here's the 0-1.
Runner just on second here with 2 outs. Draws his sets and delivers. That one is hit towards right field. Coming in is Cruz Taylor, and that will be short of the glove of Cruz Taylor, and another run will score. Throw down to second is wide of the target, and that will make it 9-2. That's an RBI double now from Justin Ledgerwood.
Again, that great cut brought to you by Keel's Barbershop at 94 West 6th Street. Keel's, as good as the best, better than the rest.
So it is now 9-2. I'll bring up Omar Velaz. He is over 2 today, and now a mound visit from pitching coach Justin Mulvaney.
All of a sudden, with 2 gone and 3 runs have come around the score.
Good job up here on
Jack
Keel.
Simonson, so far, with 2 RBIs, he gets a second on that previous at-bat. Apologize for the extra audio there. Velaz, the catcher for the Moo, coming to the plate, and now Justin Mulvaney will have one more mound visit in the inning.
Why is this?
So that'll bring up Omar with 2 gone, and Ledgerwood at second.
Lights starting to come on here at Muller Field. It's 8:18.
From Los Angeles, California, number 8, Omar Velaz.
So let's see if we can continue this 3-run inning as Omar comes to the dish.
First pitch. Now foul back into the screen for strike 1. Fremont still has a runner on second. And still 2 outs. Sabre Dogs now trail 9-2. Trying to avoid losing their 6th straight.
Here is the 0-1 to Omar. So watch that one.
And that one misses, and that will make it 1-1.
And it's a somewhat quiet 7-run advantage.
So if you take this loss here for the Sabre Dogs and you assume that the Hot Shots end up losing to the Trappers, all of a sudden it's just a 1.5 game lead for second place in the Lewis division. Fouled back into the screen, will make it 1-2. And that is certainly not as comfortable as that 3.5 game lead that the Sabre Dogs had going into the series against the Pioneers last weekend.
We've just tallied them together. Again, 12 straight games in which the Moo have had 10 hits or more. 1-2 with 2 gone to Omar Velaz.
1-2 pitch.
That'll miss.
This is upstairs. That'll make it 2-2. It's been a long day so far for the Sabre Dogs. They came out to a 1-0 lead, then gave up 5 runs in the second. Breaking ball, that one's hit to the shortstop Pano. Throw to first is in time, and that will end the inning. But the Moo get 3 more runs and extend their lead to 7 runs. We'll be right back with Sabre Dogs baseball.
It's a 3-run inning for your Moo.
Z94 is Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. For product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94, because we're in front of our listeners and your customers with our in-demand services like streaming, podcasts, social media. And since we brand to our specific audience, we know how to market your business. Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Souris River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Souris River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Souris River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience.
Mix 99.9, Minot's variety station. Mix puts our personality and music focus on adult women, whether it's the moms at home or at work, to those that are business owners, or the women who have declared 50 is the new 30. Let Mix go to work for you, playing a variety of music from the 80s, 90s, and today, and can be heard on over 2,000 smart devices all across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we've got you covered. We are Mix 99.9, Minot's variety station.
Fremont.
Well, McClintock will lead off the top of the 7th. Sabre Dogs trail now 9-2. McClintock is 0 for 1 on the day with 2 walks. He's been stranded on second and first.
And this will now be the last inning for Cale Parks. He's on in the 7th.
First pitch. That one misses outside for ball 1. Cale Parks still in the game for the Moo.
After a shaky start to the ball game,
with 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 6 walks, and 6 Ks. That one a swing and a miss, leaving the count 1-1.
Going to be one of his better outings as a member of the Moo. That'll miss, or find a zone rather. A swing and a miss. It's 1-1. And time is going to be called on the McClintock for the 1-1 pitch.
1-1 pitch. Foul back into the screen. It'll make it 1-2. Sabre Dogs will have one more crack at the Moo tomorrow night, 6:35. Once again, will be the starting time there. And we'll head to Hastings. 1-2 pitch, and that one misses outside, even count 2-2. Day 6 today of the 10-game road trip. 2-2 pitch. In the air towards right field, backing up is Simonson. Move to his left and make the play for out number 1.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Pano comes to plate 0 for 2 with a walk. Sabre Dogs still trying to find some sort of momentum on offense as they got 1 run in the first and 1 in the 4th. First pitch, that one misses away for ball 1 on a fastball.
Here is the 1-0 pitch. And that'll miss.
On a pitch, that one misses low for ball 2.
John Sartori here. It's been a fun one from Fremont tonight. 9-2, the Moo on top. Here in the top of the 7th. Quickly moving ball game. We're still under the 2-hour mark. That'll miss. It's now
3 balls in a row from Cale Parks. He has went deep into this game.
The Sabre Dogs have not hit off Cale very often tonight.
If the Sabre Dogs were going to try to take advantage of the Moo pitching, it'd be right here against a Cale Parks who has been pitching for a while, and that is a 4-pitch walk to Josh Pano, his 2nd walk in a row.
Number 15, Chase Edwards.
I bring up Jace Edwards from Spokane Falls Community College, 0 for 2 on the day with a walk. That is walk number 7 on the day for Parks. First pitch, that one in there, strike 1.
It's 0-1. Cale Parks has now tied a Moo single game record for walks with 7. He ties Stephen Boyd for that record.
1 pitch, that one's in the dirt, and staying in front of it is Veloz.
It'll bounce in front of Omar for ball 1. Parks was the first Moo pitcher to ever walk 6 in a single game.
Drew Palm was on deck for the Sabre Dogs, trying to stay alive here.
But only 2 runs allowed. That's what it all comes down to.
Simonson playing pretty far over there to the right, and Tyler Push, the center fielder, playing to the left of the bag. And now getting in between the bags is Josh Pano, but I think Ledgerwood thought that he was heading for second as throw back to first. I'm not quite sure what happened there. He turned the opposite way, didn't apply the tag. That was very strange, but either way, Pano back on the bag. 2-1 pitch. Now in a sit well towards center field. Racing in is Push, and now drop for a base hit. As the throw to second, try to get the force out. And that one misses by quite a bit. Not quite sure why he tried that. That could have been danger if that gets past the pitcher, Parks. And that will bring up Drew Palm.
Guys, come on. All right, here's your time.
Runners on first and second with 1 out. Palm 0 for 3 on the day with a strikeout.
Number 21, Drew Palm.
Wind is calm as now a mound visit. That might be it for Parks.
Shea Bennett's going to come out.
We'll see if they leave him in here, as he has went 6 1/3 now. Again, 7 walks. Have been told that he has the team high in walks in a game, tied with one other outing. 6 hits as well with 2 earned runs. He has faced 33 batters and also has 6 Ks. Again, as of right now, runners on first and second as Painter reaching via walk.
One more time, new crew. Let's give it
over
up
to second
for our
on a
birthday
base
parties.
hit.
Ashton and Lauren.
And he is going to stay out there for the time being.
So Kale will remain in the game. And again, runners at first and second.
Paul looking for his first base hit of the day.
116 in terms of pitch is thrown.
First pitch. Now on grounded. Past the diving Dylan Sears. And staying at third is going to be Josh Pano, and that will load the bases with 1 out.
Sam Powers with the bases loaded and 1 gone.
So Sam Powers will come now to the plate. 0 for 3 on the day.
Parks as best they can here. He's got 3 pitches remaining.
Even if the Sabre Dogs get a grand slam here, they would still be 3 runs behind the Fremont Moo. Continue to trail 9-2.
First pitch to Powers.
First pitch, that one misses for ball 1. Powers, outfielder / infielder from Montana State Billings University.
The Sabre Dogs load the bases for the second time today. The first time they did, they were unable to get a single run across.
1-0 pitch, that one gets away from Velaz, and that will advance everyone, including Josh Payne, who will come to score, and that will make it 9-3.
2-0, 1 gone, and now it's runners at second and third.
So Edwards advances on over to third, Palm to second. And still just 1 out and a 2-0 count coming up. Go down as a wild pitch.
2 balls, no strikes. Here's the delivery from Kale.
2-0, hit well towards center field, backing up his push, not hit well enough, as that will be caught, but that will bring home another run. Pollen will stay at second and not advance to third. That's the smart move, as Push is able to rifle a nice throw over to the third base.
That'll make it 9-4.
Let's get the first time this time, everybody.
As that brings up Luke Quick, who is over 2 on the day with a hit by pitch and a stolen base.
So here's Luke Quick with 2 gone.
First pitch. Now on a hit in the gap into left field. Rounding third, heading home is going to be Drew Pollum, and he will score. As McBride had a tough time fielding it, and it's an RBI single from Luke Quick, who has reached safely in his second straight inning. So it is now 9-5. And that will now bring up Philip Childs, as Cale Parks is done for the day. He goes 6 2/3. So we'll take a break, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Z94 is Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. From product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94, because we're in front of our listeners and your customers with our in-demand services like streaming, podcasts, social media. And since we brand to our specific audience, we know how to market your business. Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Souris River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Souris River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Souris River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience. Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall so you can shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better.
Tom Ginther, the new pitcher for the Moo. Take a look at his stats on the year. Record of 1-3, a 12.15 ERA. He has pitched in 16 games, which leads the team. He has 3 saves, 13 in the third innings, with 6 strikeouts, 13 walks, and 23 hits for a .270 whip and 4.05 strikeouts per 9 innings. First pitch, and that one misses for ball 1. Runner over at first is Luke Quick, who got an RBI single. Childs on the day is 0 for 2 with 2 walks and a run. Throws outside, throw down to first, check up on Quick, who had a stolen base in the previous inning. So Ginther has 2 outings against the Sabre Dogs, including one on June 7th where he picked up a loss. And then on the June 9th outing, he went an inning and allowed a hit, no walks, and no strikeouts. Foul tip, that one back into the screen, make it 2-1.
Backstop, it's 2-1.
Sabre Dogs won the first game between the Moo and the Sabre Dogs back on June 7th through the 9th. They lost the second game and won the third game. 2-1 pitch, and that one is inside, and that actually hits Philip Childs on the hip, and that will put runners on first and second.
So that's now runners at first and second with Steer 2 on for Mason Dennison, the beer bag.
Mason Dennison
All right, Moo fans,
comes back to the plate for the 5th time tonight.
Number 3.
He is 3 for 4.
If Mason strikes out at tap press,
He has 2 doubles and a run.
Here's Tom with a chance to end this inning. A base hit makes things very interesting, as it would make it a 3-run ball game, looks like. With speed.
First pitch, as that one is in there for strike 1.
There's one!
0-1 to Dennison, who's put every ball
1 pitch, and that one just misses outside, and that will even the count 1-1. Dennison, a breath of relief there. Everyone in the building thought that was a strike. Here is the 1-1 pitch. Slow grounder down the first baseline, and that will be touched by Omar Velaz in foul territory for strike 2. So Quick back to second, and Childs back over to first.
All right, Moo fans.
63 stolen bases between the 3 batters.
It's 2 strikes on the beer batter.
1-2 count coming up.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Dennison as we look to end the inning. Ginther will get onto the mound, and he'll face Dennison. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 gone. And here is the 1-2.
1-2. Swing and a miss, and got him for strike number 3. Led to the bottom of the 7th. We'll stretch. We will be right back.
Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the one call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. Dig safe.
iHeartRadio.
910 AM KCJB is Minot's Heritage AM full-service information station, supported by the classic country favorites. KCJB listeners are ranchers and farmers and business owners. From egg reports and markets to compelling information, we are 910 AM KCJB, home of the Minnesota Twins, Minot State, and Minot High Sports. We are 910 AM KCJB, Minot's news and information station.
Price for the remainder of the inning.
New pitcher for the Sabre Dogs is Justin Henley, the catcher for the Sabre Dogs, as he is the only player on the team with 0 ERA. This is his second game he has pitched in the season. He has 2 innings with 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 1 hit. So again, no ERA and a 1 whip with 9 strikeouts per 9 innings. So we'll see how he does here, as coming up for the Fremont Moo is Charlie Hesse, Peter Carlson, and Dylan Steers, the bottom of the order. Sabre Dogs trail 9-5. That one is hit to the shortstop, and that one is booted by Josh Pano. And he's going to head for second. And now booting it is the second baseman, Sam Powers. So that should be 2 errors right there.
Might be 2 errors, I'm not sure.
Should be an E6 that gets him to first and an E4 that advances him to second. That is errors number 4 and 5 on the game for the Sabre Dogs. The series has just gotten a little bit longer for the Sabre Dogs.
Sabre Dogs, number 24, Justin Henley.
Peter Carlson comes to plate, 1 for 3 on the afternoon. First pitch, that one is in there for strike 1.
Ball 1, 1-0. Ball, no strike.
1-0 pitch. That's a breaking ball that lands in there for a strike.
That's in there for strike 1.
Ooh.
Here's the 1-1 to Pete. As the move look to extend this
1-1 pitch from Justin Henley. Breaking ball hit towards center field. Luke Quick racing in, and he'll make the catch for out number 1.
To get under it in time for out number 1. That'll bring up Dylan Sears.
From Westphalia, Iowa, number 1, Dylan Sears.
So that will bring up Dylan Sears. He is 2 for 3 with an RBI and 2 runs.
So here's Dylan now.
First pitch in there for strike 1. So far this evening, Moo with 14 hits with their 9 runs. As for the Sabre Dogs, they have 8 hits with their 5 runs.
The runner at second, 1 gone in the inning, 9-5. The Moo on top.
0-1 pitch. Breaking ball. That one misses up and away. He'll even count 1-1.
It's 1-1. Ball on a strike.
1-1 pitch, and that one misses low. Let me get 2-1. So coming into today's game, Sabre Dogs 12-8 in the month of July, 13-14 on the road, 2-2 against the Moo, a record of 1-9 against Clark Division opponents on the road, and 6-11 overall against Clark Division opponents. 30-22 record overall, and 14-8 in the second half, as that one misses for ball 3.
Top of the order. Due up in Tyler Push.
Sabre Dogs, their longest losing streak of the season. Previous was 3 games. That was against the Casper Horseheads, so a 3-game sweep there.
Here is the 3-1.
And as a 5-pitch walk, that will put Sears on at first and bring up the top of the order for the 5th time today. Tyler Push is 2 for 3. Has an RBI and hit by pitch.
From Newman University, number 5, Tyler Push.
One out here in the bottom of the 7th.
Here's Push with one gone.
Sabre Dogs with a season-high 5 errors defensively. His first pitch. Misses for ball 1 on the upper and outer portion of the strike zone.
Right now it's officially 4.
Henley making his second appearance of the season on the mound.
Service Valley.
It'll be Justin Henley, not Braden Henley.
That's Henley, the Justin variety on the mound.
1-0 pitch. That one is up the middle, off the mound. Nice scoop by Justin Henley. Oh my goodness. So Powers flipped it over to second, and a throw that was about 15 feet over the head of Bo McClintock by Josh Pano. And that's going to be, guess what, another error. So that will score 1 run. And Dylan Sears will advance to second.
From LSU Alexandria, number 13, Ronnie McBride.
As that will bring up Ronnie McBride.
So 5th error of the game for Service Valley.
First pitch, that one's in there for strike 1.
You may stop and ready.
One pitch, and that one misses low. They'll even count 1-1.
Two gone in the inning. And wow, I don't know where that one is.
That one misses as well. That'll make it 2-1.
That looked like one of the better pitches all day. It'll miss, and it's 2-1.
Sabre Dogs now trail 10-5 as they get their 6th error of the day as that one misses outside for ball 3.
White is on deck, and I know that he wants some redemption after popping out an RBI opportunity last time.
Runner on second, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th.
Here's the 3-1 to Ronnie. Good hitters count for Ronnie.
3-1, and that one misses for another 5-pitch walk.
On down to first. That brings up Luke White.
That'll bring up Luke White.
From Lewis and Clark
2 for 4 on the day.
Number 25,
with
Luke
2
White.
singles.
So here's Luke with 2 gone and runners at first and second.
Big gap in between Jace Edwards and Josh Pano, the third baseman and shortstop for the Sabre Dogs. First pitch, that one misses low and away for ball 1.
Low at the final moment. It's 1-0. Season high 5 errors for the Sabre Dogs today. Here's a 1-0. Swinging a
Foul tip,
mistake.
and that will make it 1-1.
You may stop and ready.
One pitch from Henley. That one is in there for a strike. Outside corner. Make it 1-2, 2-way. Coming up in the top of the 8th, Sabre Dogs bring up the heart of the order with Cruz Taylor, Bo McClintock, and Josh Pano. 1-2. That one is grounded into the gap, into left field, rounding third, and heading home was Tyler Push. The throw is going to be past the catcher Drew Pollum, and that will score 1 run, and also that will advance McBride over to third, and Luke White gets on to second.
That great cut brought to you by Keel's Barbershop, located at 94 West 6th Street. Keel's as good as the best.
Tyler Push scores for his first time today,
Keel himself.
as that brings up the cleanup hitter, Jack Simonson, with an 11-5 lead.
From North Dakota State, number 29, Jack Simonson.
Simonson is 2 for 4 on the day with an RBI double and an RBI single.
It's now 2 men on. They're both in scoring position at second and third. It's an 11-5 ball game, and Jack Simonson.
First pitch. That one misses upstairs, 4-1.
As Push was.
Looked like the Sabre Dogs would have a shot at coming back as they were only down by 4 runs going into the bottom of the 7th, but 2 more runs from Moo make it right back to a 6-run game as that one is in there. One and one count from Justin Henley.
A ball and a strike. Swing and a miss.
Big cut
Simon
there.
Trimble.
Felt the breeze from that. Swing and a miss all the way up here. That means a
It's
1 and 2.
1-2.
Simonson with 4 hits yesterday with his 5 RBI and has 2 more this evening.
Here is the 1-2 pitch.
Here's 1-2. That one misses a tad outside on the corner for ball 2. Leading the count. Fastball just misses.
2 and 2. With 2 out. And this one is going to be
That one is hit towards right field and foul. Keep it at 2 and 2.
First baseman, but it hooks foul at the last moment.
So they're going to give the catcher Drew Pollum an error that allowed both Push and McBride to advance. That is 7 errors on the day for the Sabre Dogs. So Henley will get ready for the 2 and 2 pitch.
So here we go with Jack at the plate, 2 and 2. On deck is Justin Ledgerwood. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And that's
Foul back in the screen, keep it at 2 and 2.
Now back to the netting, it's still 2 and 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Simonson. Here comes the 2-2.
Here's the pitch. Now in the dirt, and that'll make it 3 and 2 as this inning just keeps on dragging on here. Henley has allowed 2 walks, 1 hit, and 2 runs, with none of them being earned.
1, 2, 3.
As both Hesse and Push reached via an error.
Full count with 2 gone.
3 and 2 pitch. Now one is hit to the second baseman, fielded cleanly, throw to first in time, and that will end the inning. So a bunch of errors and a bunch of runs for the Moo give them back to a 6-run lead. We'll be right back with the top of the 8th. We'll be right back.
Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is, being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the One Call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. Dig safe.
Sabre Dogs will bring up Cruz Taylor, Bubba McClintock, and Josh Pano to the plate as we move on to the top of the 8th. Sabre Dogs trail 11-5 as they're trying to split the series after a tough 13-12 loss last night. Once again, back on the mound is Tom Ginther. Had himself a nice first inning, didn't give up any runs.
Don't know what happened there. Show them your ticket and get 1 combo. Buy 1, get the next one absolutely free. We've got the Cage Challenge.
Cruz Taylor on the day is 2 for 4 with 2 doubles and a strikeout.
Tomorrow.
You know, it's 15 doubles on the season, which is 3rd best on the team.
Leading off, Cruz Taylor.
Taylor, the outfielder from the University of North Georgia. Ginther sets and delivers. First pitch, that one fouled on the first base side. Ginther, a sidearm thrower, just kind of watching him warm up. His slider just moves so much. It is absolutely filthy. Sabre Dogs We'll try to see if we can get anything off of that. Here's the 0-1 now, and that one misses outside. Even count 1-1. Fastball. I think Cruz Taylor's going to ask for a new bat here. I don't know if he actually broke the bat, considering he didn't make contact with anything. Maybe he's just getting some extra pine tar on there. So same bat, new stick on it. He'll come back to the plate with a 1-1 count. Nobody out. Readjusts his batting glove, steps back in the box, and we are ready to go.
And Taylor's back in now. Ball on a strike, nobody out in the end.
Hitter's going to work from the stretch with nobody on. 1-1 pitch. That one in the dirt. Make it 2-1. So correction on the scoring, there's actually 6 errors, as there was a earlier error that was readjusted. So again, it's just 6 errors. I shouldn't say just, but there were 6 errors that the Sabre Dogs have given up. 2-1 pitch. Hit well towards the right field line, but foul. Missed by a few feet there to make it 2-2.
Surely, but it does hook foul in a line drive, and it's 2-2.
Coming into today's game, Sabre Dogs' previous high in errors was 4. Believe it or not, they won that game. It was against Sweet City.
So here we go. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out in the inning.
Shakes off a sign now, sees what he likes, sets, and delivers. Now when it's hit well towards right field, it's stretching, and that is out of here. Another home run for Cruz Taylor. That is his 8th of the year. That is tied for the most on the team, and the Sabre Dogs are within 5.
One, two, three.
And that will bring up Bo McClintock, 0-for-2 with 2 walks on the day. Cruz Taylor goes deep over the right field wall.
So nobody out in the inning as Ginther gives up his first run in relief. First pitch to McClintock.
First pitch, check swing, and that was in there for strike 1. First baseman from Point University waits the 0-1 pitch. Now way outside, a slider, and that will make it 1-1.
And we're even at a ball and a strike. Voice of the Fremont Moot, John Sartori here is
Marcelo Terrazas finished his day for the Sabre Dogs with 6 innings, a walk, and a strikeout with 14 hits, as that one is hit to the pitcher for the first in time for out number 1.
Yeah, baby!
Terrazas ended up with 7 earned runs, 9 runs total.
Go move!
That will bring up Josh Pano, who's over 2 with 2 walks and a run.
Number 14, Josh Pano.
Dogs are within 5. Still got a long ways to go.
We're at the top of the 8th. First pitch to Pano is wow.
Beautiful breaking ball that breaks in the strike zone for strike 1. If that one was over 65 miles an hour, I'll be surprised. But 1 pitch now, and that's another slider. That one misses outside. I don't know what you would call that last pitch. Had a ton of left to, or actually right to left break. And it just kind of sailed in there. And that one has some right to left on it, and that one is in there for strike 2. So he's got a pitch that breaks the left and the right. I wonder how many pitches he has in his arsenal. It seems like it's a lot. 1-2 pitch. That's a breaking ball. Swung on and missed. And that will be out number 2.
That Tom has had all
that will bring up Jace Edwards, who is 1 for 3 on the day with a single and a run. He also reached via a walk back at the first.
Number 15, Jace Edwards.
pitch, that one is in there for strike one. I don't even know if this dude has a fastball because we haven't seen hardly any in this inning. Just a bunch of sliders and breaking balls.
Here's the 0-1.
Here's the 0-1 now.
And he's working quickly.
That's another slider that misses outside this time. They get 1-1. His slider has so much movement on it. I mean, it's unbelievable. However, it doesn't have a whole lot of velocity. That might be the reason why his ERA is so high. You get around on that ball, you can blast it out with no problem. That's exactly what Cruz Taylor did in the first at-bat of the inning. 1-1 pitch. That one breaks the other way as that one misses outside for ball 2.
2 balls and a strike. The Moo looking to get out of the inning and add some insurance in the bottom of the inning. Here's a 2-1.
2-1 now, and that one is hit towards right field, hanging, and that will be caught by Simonson for the final out. The Sabre Dogs get a home run from Cruz Taylor. We'll send it to the bottom of the 8th.
All right, Moo fans!
We'll be right back.
Inside of your mouth ache? Not brushing as often as you should? Then come on over to Kemet Dental. Kemet Dental prides on their team of highly educated dental professionals and advanced technology. Whether it's advanced dental procedures such as implants, same-day crowns, and sleep apnea, there's no problem they can't fix. Visit their state-of-the-art facility or visit kemetdental.com to learn more. Kemet Dental. We treat more than teeth, we treat people. Don't let bad weather surprise you. Stay informed with KMOT. KMOT is Minot's local NBC affiliate that keeps you in the know for all things weather-related. KMOT also makes sure that you know everything important happening in the Minot community. Want to see the latest Twins highlights? Check out KMOT's professional sports coverage, as well as their local and collegiate sports. KMOT, your news leader.
105.3 The Fox is Minot's only rock station, playing the active rock of today, reaching your male audience 18 to 52, and getting your message to their ears.
I'm listening.
And 105.3 The Fox can be heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country. And with our iHeartRadio app, from radio to stream, web, and social media, we've got your bases covered. If you're needing to reach a male audience, we are your radio station.
105.3 The Fox.
Corey Smith in the game for the Sabre Dogs, and for Justin Henley, who finishes 1 inning. He allows 1 hit, 2 walks, has no strikeouts, and allows no earned runs, but with 2 runs. So still is perfect ERA for Justin Henley. So Corey Smith, taking a look at his stats on this season. Doesn't have any decisions so far. He's pitched in 3 innings, has a ERA of 12. Has 5 strikeouts, 9 walks, and 4 hits allowed, with 15 strikeouts for 9 innings.
Last chance to add insurance. Leading
off for the Moo will be Justin Ledgerwood. More of a Laws on deck, and Charlie Hesse is in the hole. Lined up in the pitch. Now misses up high for ball 1. Sabre Dogs trail 11-6 in this one, going into the bottom of the 8th.
Number 30, Corey Smith.
1-0 pitch from the lefty from UC San Diego, as that one misses as well. Make it 2-0.
For a 2-0 count to the California native. Ledgerwood with a home run already tonight.
Ledgerwood is 3 for 4. He's just a triple shy of the cycle. That one is sent towards right field. Fair, and he's going to head for second. And the throw will be not in time. He's aiming for 3, trying to go for the cycle, and that will not be in time. He wanted that cycle so bad. I applaud the effort there, trying to go for the cycle, unable to get it. And that will be 1 down. I mean, you might as well. I mean, you're up 11-6. Wow, that wasn't. I mean, I have never seen someone so stat hungry in my entire life. I mean, I've seen Kobe throw up alley-oops to himself, will get a rebound, and then get the 2 points. But that is absolutely insane. So he'll get a double. That is the second double of the day, as well as a home run and a single. As that one misses up and away for ball 1. Never seen someone so hungry for a cycle before. That's unbelievable. So one down.
He needed the triple for the cycle.
Hey, you're welcome over there.
The Surrey Valley broadcaster, Jared
helping out
Smith,
the Fremont broadcaster over there.
He told me I've never seen someone who's so into the cycle, and it just dawned on me that Justin Ledgerwood needed a triple for the cycle.
2-0 pitch. Now this is up and away. It'll be 3-0.
So that'll miss. It's 3-0.
So Corey Smith getting some help from Justin Ledgerwood. There is a 9-5. Well, actually, it'd be a 9-4 to 5. 3-0 pitch now. And that is a 4-pitch walk. Charlie Hesse over 4 on the day with a run. Reached via an error.
Out of North Dakota State, number 6, Charlie Hesse.
So a little recap of this game and the Moo. Got up to a 5-1 run with 5 runs in the bottom of the second. They've been taking advantage of the Sabre Dogs' poor defensive plays. They have 6 errors. That one fouled off. Now make it 0-1. As for the offense, really haven't been able to get anything going until late, as they had just 2 runs going into the top of the 7th, where they then put 3 runs up and then got another one in the 8th. It's too little, too late for the Sabre Dogs. Here is the 0-1. Now when it's hit well towards left field, and that one is out of here. That is a home run from Charlie Hesse. That is his 4th of the year. Oh, no, wow. I guess that's foul. So it'll make it 0-2.
I've made all season.
There was a little bit of a bat flip there from Charlie Hesse.
Man, that's embarrassing for both of us there. As Charlie.
So we're making a long, humiliating walk in. Head coach Corey Thompson will flip him the bat. So does a bat flip and then gets the bat flip to him by Corey Thompson. That is just priceless. I bet Corey Thompson's really enjoying that. All right, so everyone's going to reset here, including myself. Make it 0-2 count with 1 out.
The second embarrassing thing for the Moo to happen.
Fremont already with 2 home runs today.
It's been a wild bottom of the 8th. Here's the 0-2 to Charlie.
Here's the 0-2. Now misses up and away for ball 1.
They're probably like the 4th to last game.
1 out, runner on first.
16 hits tonight for the Moo so far.
Corey Smith sets and lets it go. And that one just misses outside to make it 2-2. For the most part, the home plate umpire not calling a whole lot of strikes on the outside corner.
Here is the 2-2.
He stands pretty far inside on the strike zone. Not quite sure why that is. 2-2 pitch. Once that one outside, it is fastball, double play ball. Payno is going to get 1 out at first. And that will advance the runner to second with 2 outs.
Grounded out. It'll advance Velaz into scoring position to second. And bring up Pete Carlson.
Now bring up Peter Carlson, 1 for 4 with an RBI single.
From Northwest Missouri State, number 7, Pete Carlson.
Sabre Dogs will have one more opportunity coming up in the top of the 9th. Trying to keep it at a 5-run deficit. First pitch. Swung on and missed on a breaking ball, and that one bounces almost into the infield grass. Paulin will get to it for their advances now, giving Corey Smith some words of encouragement. That'll give us some time to look at the scores around the Expedition League. Keep an eye on that Pier game. It is now 6-2 in favor of the Trappers in the top of the 8th there. Western Nebraska leads 2-1 in the second game of the doubleheader between the Sodbusters. Wheat City and Casper tied at 4 in the bottom of the 4th, and the Big Sticks lead 5-0 against Spearfish, bottom of the 5th. Here is the 0-1 pitch. That one check swing. That one misses upstairs to make it 1-1.
Hastings has already lost once today. They're currently losing in a second game of the doubleheader to Western Nebraska 2-0.
16 hits on the night for the Moo. It's a 1-1 pitch. That one also misses outside to make it 2-1 on a fastball.
2 balls, 1 strike. Pete
Sabre Dogs bring up the bottom of the order coming up in the top of the 9th with Drew Palm, Sam Powers, and Luke Quick. 2-1 pitch. That one misses upstairs for ball 3.
Love an insurance run. just at least one.
Of course, Smith's trying to get out of this inning here.
The Moo have had their fair share of trouble closing out games in the ninth with large leads. We've closed them out, but man, it has been
One pitch.
plenty of times.
That one misses low for another walk. That is his second. The Sabre Dogs have been walking a ton of runners so far this evening.
From Western Illinois University, number 1,
That will bring up Dylan Sears. He is 2 for 3 with 2 runs, an RBI, and a walk. Sabre Dogs not holding on either of the runners. It's down in there for strike 1.
It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 gone in the inning. And here's Dylan Sears. 2-1.
A 1 pitch.
Western Illinois
Swung on and missed. That one in the dirt gets past Drew Pollum. Both runners will advance.
They have to runners to second and third, but that doesn't mean a whole lot. So there's still 2 gone.
0-2 count now with 2 strikes. I mean 2 outs rather.
Is what it's going to take from Dylan to get the runners on.
And we'll see who Fremont rolls out there in the ninth. It's not a save scenario.
Second, Velaz at third.
It's a big game for the Moo, trying to hang in there and get that second playoff spot. So we're the Sabre Dogs.
Here's the 0-2 to Sears.
Smith sets and lets it fly. 0-2 pitch. And that one is hit to the second baseman. Boots it, but stays with it. Throw to first is in time. It's just been a brutal night defensively for the Sabre Dogs, and almost another error, but gets out of the inning. We'll head to the top of the ninth. 5-run lead for the Moo. You're listening to Sabre Dogs Baseball on the YouTube page of the Service Valley Sabre Dogs.
Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall so you can shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Service Valley Sabre Dogs, the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better.
Mix 99.9, Minot's variety station. Mix puts our personality and music focus on adult women, whether it's the moms at home or at work, to those that are business owners, or the women who have declared 50 is the new 30. Let Mix go to work for you, playing a variety of music from the 80s, 90s, and today, and can be heard on over 2,000 smart devices all across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we got you covered. We are Mix 99.9, Minot's variety station.
One more opportunity for the Sabre Dogs to try to get back in this game as the Sabre Dogs trail 11-6 going into the top of the ninth. Drew Pollum, Sam Powers, and Luke Quick coming up to the plate. As in that portion of the order, only 2 hits out of the 12 plate appearances between the 3 batters. And one of those hits coming from this guy, Drew Pollum, that was back in the 7th. Had a single, as he is 1 for 4 with a run.
Great job, everybody.
So Tom Ginther's still out there for the Moo. He has had a pretty nice outing here in relief. He's went 1 1/3 with 1 hit, 1 run, no walks, and 2 Ks. First pitch. Now grounded foul on third base side for strike 1.
Leading off for the Sabre Dogs, Drew Pollum.
Drew Palm and Justin Henley have been rotating back and forth at the catcher role. The only two catchers on the roster left.
And first pitch of the inning is fouled off as Tom Ginther looks to close this one out.
The one pitch. That one is hit to the second baseman Carlson. Make the play to the first in time for out number 1.
And there's one gone as Jack Simonson is now at first.
And that will bring up Sam Powers.
Or Luke White, rather, is now at first.
Powers 0 for 3 with a sac fly.
Number 28, Sam Powers.
Trappers add another run. They now lead 6-2 over the Hot Shots.
At third, Brendan Duncan is at second.
First pitch, outside, fastball, misses for 1-0.
Seriously?
1-0.
This freaking
1-0 pitch, that one misses the dirt, and that will make it 2-0. So don't look now, but the Big Sticks, they hold on their 5-0 lead against the Spearfish Sasquatch. They will be tied with the Big Sticks in the second half.
2-0 is that
Big Sticks going for their 4th win in a row. Sabre Dogs trying to avoid their 6th loss in a row. 2-0 pitch. That one misses inside. Make it 3-0. Sabre Dogs still alive here.
One gone in the 9th as the Moo look for a 5th straight victory. Here's the 3-0.
3-0 pitch, and that one is in there for strike 1.
Balls and strike.
Get their sets. 3-1 pitch. That one is hit to the second baseman. Nice snag by Carlson, throw to first in time for out number 2. Tough play, and he'll make it for out number 2.
Quick is the last chance for the Sabre Dogs.
All right, Move fans, there's 2 outs in the 9th. On your feet, let's go!
So Luke Quick will be the possible final batter of the night, as Quick is 1 for 3 on the evening with an RBI single. 2 outs here on the top of the 9th. First pitch misses away for ball 1. There's now retired 5 batters in a row. 1-0 pitch. Misses inside. Not a whole lot of pitches have been missed inside from either team so far this evening. Especially for Fremont. Here's now the 2-0 pitch. Now want to set up the middle into center field. Base hit, and Luke Quick with his 2nd base hit in a row. And Sabre Dogs are not done yet.
Number 19, Philip Childs.
Still got a long ways to go as Philip Childs comes to play. He's over 2 as he has reached base safely his past 3 plate appearances. 2 walks in by pitch as Mason Dennison flips a bat over to Jace Edwards and gets out of the way. Gotta be careful over there, Mason. I've been hit by a bat before, they hurt. First pitch, that one misses inside for ball 1. Back-to-back ground outs to the second baseman, and then a single. There goes Quick, and nobody holding on second base, and that'll be the easiest steal of the year for the Sabre Dogs. That'll be his 2nd of the day. They'll put a runner in scoring position. Still 2 outs. Childs, here is the 1-0 pitch. That one is ripped into left field, and that is dropped by the third baseman, and everyone's going to be safe.
As it was Pete Carlson who leapt for that one.
We'll see if that goes down as a hit or an error. If it's an error, it's his first error of the day. If it's a hit, it'll be Child's first hit of the day. We'll see what they go with. As that will bring up Mason Dennison, who is 3 for 5. Hasn't had a hit since the 4th inning, though.
So here's Dennison. As the tying run is in the hole for Service Valley.
There goes Childs, and he reaches second base before the ball even gets into the mid of the catcher as the pitch is inside for ball 1. Nice slider from Ginther, but just barely missed by a hair.
He is into second. It's runners at second and third now. Here's the 1-0 pitch.
Now 2 runners in scoring position. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Ginther as that slider breaks in there. As wow, that was a beautiful pitch.
There's one!
As Mason Dennison Not happy with that call, as that pitch really hasn't been called all night, but the fact that that slider broke so much at the last second, it was in the strike zone, just broke out of there as soon as it hit the glove of Velox, as that one misses outside, making 2-1. On deck for the Sabre Dogs is Cruz Taylor, if they can get to him.
Two balls and a strike with 2 gone.
That one is fouled, and that will make it 2-2. So now Sabre Dogs is down to their final strike, as the previous at bat by Philip Childs, it has been given an error. That is the first error of the night from the Moo.
So here we go. 2 strikes, 2 outs in the ninth as the Moo look to end this one.
Get their sets. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Nice slider, but fouled off by Dennison. And the lack of velocity can give the batter a little bit extra time to wait for it.
Let's get those claps together. Somebody start it off.
Two and two with 2 gone.
Dennison's set, get their sets. 2-2 pitch to Dennison. That one breaks, just misses inside. It was a slider that broke, again, a ton. And it went right at Dennison, but just barely missed inside. It makes it 3-2. Could load the bases right here with a walk.
3-2 with 2 gone.
Three-two pitch. And that one fouled off. We'll do it again. Here in Hub City now on the top of the ninth, still 6-2 there. Wheat City takes a 5-4 lead in the top of the 5th over Casper. Western Nebraska still up by 3 against Hastings in the bottom of the 2nd. Pioneers trying to get the 2-game sweep. 3-2 pitch. Now one again flared off. A fantastic at bat so far by Mason Dennison. Been able to read that huge breaking slider and able to have been fighting him off.
One more time, guys. Come on, we got this.
Here's the 3-2.
3-2. This is outside, a fantastic plate appearance from Mason Dennison. Now below the bases.
Best one of the night, right here.
So Cruz Taylor comes to plate now. He is 3 for 5. He has a home run and 2 doubles.
We can do better than that.
1, 2, 3.
Also has 2 RBI on the day.
Number 11, Cruz Taylor.
Bases loaded. Even if he gets a grand slam here, still would trail by 1. 11-6 is our score as that first pitch misses outside for a ball. But McClintock is on deck. That would be the tying runner if something unheard of happens right here with Cruz Taylor. He already has a home run today, and that was in the previous inning. Check swing, and that one is in there for strike 1 to even the count. Taylor hitting his 8th home run of this season, tied with Chauncey Callaway, who's sitting again today, hoping to be back tomorrow after that collision at first base in the 8th inning against the Pioneers on Sunday. 1-1 pitch, that one flare towards left field. That one could stay in play, and that one actually does just get out of here by a few feet over the waist-high fence in left field. And that will make it 3-2. Once again, the Sabre Dogs down to their final strike. The Moo have had some problems with large leads in the 9th inning. And the Sabre Dogs, on the other hand, have had a tough time with coming back in 9th inning scenarios. 1-2 pitch. Misses outside. That'll even the count 2-2. Unable to take advantage of having a runner on. Down by 1 yesterday. For the Moo, it's just having the right pitcher at the right time. It's all they got to do. 2-2. And that one misses upstairs. Will make the count full.
Man, we've worked ourselves full again.
Have back-to-back really smart hitters at the plate, able to fight themselves back into the count. Once again, here's another full count. Back-to-back batters. That one is in the air. That is playable. It's a high pop-up in foul territory. Playable for Ledgerwood. He'll make the play, and that will end the game. So for the third time today, Sabre Dogs strand 3 runners on base. And that, once again, final score will be 11-6. Sabre Dogs now lost 6 games in a row. And we will wait to see how the Pierre Hub City game turns out, as the Sabre Dogs will, for the time, yep, the game is over. So now the Sabre Dogs only with a 1.5 lead in the Lewis division.
See you tomorrow at 6:35 for the season series finale.
So we'll have the stats coming up after the break. We'll be right back. Sabre Dogs dropped this one, final score 11-6. Let's take a look at some of the stats from tonight's game, and we'll get out of here. First for the Moo, Tyler Push led off the game, went 2 for 4 with a run and 3 RBI. Bernie McBride went 2 for 3 with 2 runs, 2 walks. Luke White was 3 for 5 with an RBI. Simonson was 2 for 5 with 2 RBI and a run. Duncan came in for a brief stint, only on the defensive side, didn't have any at-bats. Omar Velaz was 0 for 3 with a run and a walk. Charlie Hesse was 0 for 5 with a run. Peter Carlson was 1 for 4 with an RBI, a run, and a strikeout. And Dylan Sears was 2 for 4 with 2 runs. And Justin Ledgerwood was 4 for 5 with 2 runs. And I'm wondering if you heard that right. Yes, the Sabre Dogs only had 1 strikeout all night long. As for the Fremont pitching staff, Parks got the start with 6 2/3, had 8 hits allowed with 5 earned runs, 7 walks, and 6 Ks. As for Ginther, came in for 2 1/3, got 2 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts as Parks got the win. As for the Sabre Dogs, Philip Childs was 0 for 3 with a run. Mason Dennison was 3 for 5 with a run. Chris Taylor was 3 for 6 with a run and an RBI. Bo McClintock was 0 for 3. Josh Pano was also 0 for 3 with 3 Ks and a run. Jace Edwards was 1 for 4 with a run and a strikeout. Drew Paulin was 1 for 5 with a run and a strikeout. Sam Howers was 0 for 4, and Luke Quick was 2 for 4 with an RBI. Marcelo Terrazas picks up the loss. He goes 6 innings for the 5th straight game, and that is right at 6 innings for all 5 of those games. He gives up 14 hits, 7 runs with 9 runs total, 1 walk and 1 K. Justin Henley comes in for 1 inning, has 1 hit, no earned runs with 2 runs total, 2 walks and no strikeouts, and Corey Smith with 1 inning with no earned runs, no hits, and 2 walks with no strikeouts. So tomorrow will be the series finale as they'll try to get a game out of here and still looking for their first win since the All-Star break. We'll see you tomorrow, 6:35, same bat time, same bat channel. So from Fremont, Nebraska, this is Jared Sleppy signing off. Thanks for listening, everybody. Have a great rest of your